I've come to the realization that this place is too small.
It's pretty. I mean, I wouldn't say it's too small, but it is like
Yeah,
tight.
yeah, it's very tight, especially when you get these cameras set up. You usually need waterproof.
This isn't bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not good either. I have been really considering switching.
That's pretty interesting. It might still work. Yeah, yeah. And Sean stayed with you. That's it.
Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, but let me show you some of the new
This is nice. What about this?
It's a closet, like you just put like chairs and shit.
I was gonna say, what if you just push like wall in this closet, make it so that it goes into
I'm not
you don't want it to pass. and she was telling her story, and I felt like I was touched. It was such an insane
What's up? Cool.
Hello.
Okay. This thing is. God damn it. These things suck.
Those holders.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
really shitty. Whatever, it's fine. So this is ideally what I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like this. So this is camera one. This is like all like four of us or however many it is sitting shoulder to shoulder. So it's like imagine that same screen that we put in the bottom, but like we kind of like separate it out and put it like this. So you got four of us and then just two close-up cams. But this is proving a lot harder to do than I thought it would be.
Wait, but what would the close-up cams be close-up on?
Of like person one and person two, whoever's playing the game and the guest.
Interesting.
You know, for example. Yeah, something like
Dude,
that.
you know, I don't know. Okay,
But like,
hear me out. Tell me if you like this idea. And it would be probably insanely difficult, so don't think about the logistics, just as an idea.
yeah, go for it.
If we're playing a game, what if one of the cameras somehow was situated in such a way where while, you know, like for instance, let's say we did this or something like it, where we have, obviously the people talking and stuff are in the cameras, but one of the cameras is literally dedicated to whatever the person is, like their hands, like controller or mouse keyboard, whatever.
Yeah.
How do you think that, like, as in, forget the logistics of it, let's say it was just easily possible. What do you think of something like that, like one cam dedicated to that?
I think it totally depends on the game. Other than
Yeah.
that, I think it's gonna be like a waste.
Really?
You know? Yeah. Imagine like it's a card game. It's like what the fuck is it gonna show? It's just like one.
Let's say
second.
it was, I don't know,
You know.
Smash or something.
Sure. Yeah.
Something more, a little bit funny, more
why
involved.
not? Yeah,
like
we can give it a try, but it would have to be like really small, like
yeah,
really small, like in the corner.
yeah, it wouldn't be a big one at all.
Let me see. I wonder if I could probably add an input here. Add. So like we do have limitations. So let's say we get over here. Let me crank this a little more. I don't know. We're probably super quiet. Crank. Hello. Ooh. Hello. Yeah. There we go. Oh boy. Cool. Arg's gonna come over soon. Does he need a mouse?
I mean, we should just say yes. Why not?
Yeah, might as well. Right? Yes, please.
Oh, you're getting text. Hey, dude.
Cool.
Oh, that's a cool painting.
Yeah, man, it's so fucking cool. Come look at this.
It looks like Red Dead-esque.
So, I can't lift it.
Yeah.
My favorite fucking thing was like El Boss.
El Boss, dude. Are you
But do
kidding?
you know what's my fucking favorite thing about this entire thing?
What?
El Boss has his pistol the wrong fucking way. You know why?
Why?
Because that's how cold-hearted killer he is. That his pistol can be the wrong fucking way.
That's so funny, dude.
That's what they did back in the day. They would put the pistol opposite.
Why?
So it's like, that's how fast I am.
Oh, that's so funny.
So that like they can't just pull up. They have to do like some gymnastics.
Yeah,
like, you know?
yeah. Dude, that's
I
pretty
fucking
funny.
love that.
Hefe, man.
El Boss.
Mm-hmm.
What was I saying?
Limitations.
Yeah, so let's try to figure out these limitations. So let's say.
Oh, you're gonna add some kind of feed.
All right, so let's say it's like this.
Yeah.
Actually, let's do this so it's not boring. We are on camera 4. There we go. So camera 4, what we see, like that's the game, and then those 3 is going to be the 3 close-ups of whoever's in there.
Whoever, yeah.
So after we have a setup like this, we will lose, like we can't add any more cameras. It is what it is.
Per cast, right? I mean, we can always change the format.
Yeah,
like
we
the
can
way
always
it-
change it.
yeah.
So like we can always like have like the one up there is someone, one like the middle one is someone, but the bottom one is something else.
Sure,
whatever we
yeah.
want to show. Yeah, I mean we can always mess with it.
But I mean, like, so we're not locked into doing this format, though.
No, we're not locked.
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it.
So like we could like next episode do like a different looking one or whatever. Okay.
So using the decimator, only like 3 cameras. So it's like 3 cameras that we can move however way we want. but that's it. We can't add we can't have 4 mini cams.
Okay. So 3 mini cams and 1 main screen.
3 mini cams and 1 main screen. And the main screen. So this device also has a limitation that you have 1 downstream key, and downstream key. Think about it like it's like layers. So whatever's on the top layer, you have 1 thing of it, and the 1 thing is the thing that you can scale, make bigger or smaller and stuff. And that's what I'm doing right now with our camera, and that's what I'm going to do with the game. So we lose it after we use it. Yeah. So like after that, I don't have another
way to do it. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Another upstream key. Sorry, upstream key is the one on top. Downstream key is that.
Okay. So I like this format a lot, or like this kind of style thing. But I'm wondering, depending on the game, is this too small? You think? It's like this kind of like because we are losing real estate on the game. But yeah, I know you're saying that it might not be the kind of main.
So it's
thing
like what I'm thinking, man. Like, I think it's okay for us to lose that much. I think right now we're at like 75% of size.
Okay. I mean that's great still.
Yeah, size we're at like 77.
Mm-hmm.
So we're losing 25%, but like that's actually going to give a sharper picture. Because we have like a 1080p thing that we're shrinking, so it's going to be a sharper picture. And at the end of the day, you could just fucking full screen it, you know?
Yeah. Full screen or theater mode or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. So
like that's what I'm thinking. I can always make the 3 cameras smaller. But they're already
I like the way
they're already pretty small.
Yeah, I like their size a lot.
And I could probably end up like making the game bigger.
Yeah, but
like just a tiny bit bigger.
I like having the text.
But yeah, like I like having the text. I like having this border because like
can the text
right
roll?
Now
there's no way.
No. Because like right now, like this border, like whatever, it's like some grading thing I put together. But like we'll get like different
stuff.
Do
a cool barrier. Yeah, border. We'll do a cool border.
Yeah, and I know you used to do a lot of art and stuff, but like if you can send me some scans or you can send me something, I can make borders out of it.
Just like an easy little thing.
Totally, yeah.
Reg 2 dude, he draws a lot.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We could pull something fun off.
Yeah, and maybe talk to Lorik. Lorik. Not watching.
But would be good, yes. No, I mean I like that a lot. I like that too. That's funny.
Oh yeah, that's what I had. Just so people wouldn't panic. Welcome to the test cast. We know audio not great, video cutting out. This is a test.
yeah. I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, these were kind of the 3 that I put together.
I like them.
I'm not crazy about this one.
I like I said, I can only see that for certain genre of games it'll work, but others.
I sort of see this style for like fighting game. Like we do like a fighting game style.
Precisely.
Border kind of make
even
it look
have
like
only 2. Can you split the cameras apart or no? Like could you put
one
here and one here and nothing in the middle, or let's say something else in the middle?
Yeah.
So you have the 2 contenders, like underneath their characters.
Sure. I like that. Yeah. No, that's cute. Why not? Yeah, we can have like 1 camera for like player 1, 1 camera for player 2,
and then maybe like a 3rd for something else, or not a 3rd at all. Whatever, like however we want to do it. I like that.
That's funny.
Yeah. I am pretty down, I gotta say.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of it will depend on the genre of the game too. But again, like it's depending on are we going to move away from the way our gaming format even works, like you know that, and we'll discuss that obviously.
Yeah, for that when it comes.
Yeah, but that's pretty interesting. Cool. Yeah, dude, it's good to like just shake things up and
I think it's gonna look good, man. I think like.
And you want to use this for weekly tangent too, right?
No, so weekly tangent. No, for weekly tangent, like this is pointless having the split screen and stuff like this. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think like for the coming future, I think I'm just gonna go back to the setup we already had with those like 3 cameras. So like in order to do the split screen, I'm using the 3 small cameras. And once I do that, once it goes into the decimator, I can't cut to it by themselves. So like I lose the functionality of going full screen with it. So in order to go full screen, I have to do
Oh. Funny.
Like I have to, so I'm using the bigger cameras. So camera 1, 2, and 3. These are the bigger cameras.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, I think that's fine too because you're gonna be in here. You're able to like be more flexible.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And I do think for weekly for level up, I might be in here a little bit more often. That's what I'm thinking to
If we have
make
a guest
the show
especially.
Yeah, to make the show cleaner. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm not like this is just something I've noticed too when I've listened to, let's say, KPCC podcasts and like their NPR shows and stuff like that, is a lot of the time when, let's say, the talent isn't there, like they vacation or they're just not able to be there that day, their producers will oftentimes step in and actually just because you can take a similar role to that where obviously you're still part of the show like big time, but let's say we have like a third guest. You're like, okay, I don't really need to be in here. You guys have like avid conversation, you know, and I could like kind of maybe jump in and out. And stuff like
totally.
That. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking of too.
Yeah, that's fine, dude.
Just go inside and.
And I remember your biggest love too is this room.
Yeah.
Like that's your kind of deal. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Dude, I was thinking too, man. I missed the podcast, dude.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, when you first broached this topic today, but also last time when we talked and stuff like that, like several weeks ago, right? The thing I thought of, and the thing I thought of again now when you said like we need to change the way the show works, in my mind I'm like, yeah, we do, and I think we need to go closer to how the podcast was, but now blend it in with the things we've learned.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's not that we're trying to like move forward and forget anything. I feel like we're actually trying to get back to the podcast. That's how my mindset is working because I missed the way the conversations function in the podcast. But we stopped because we were just not gaming it. It's hard.
Because we're not really gaming too much anymore. Like the whole point of the podcast was, it's like this is the game I played this week. This is the game you played this week. You know, we had so much more time. We were able to do that.
Way more time, yeah.
Yeah, but now it's different. We'll see, man.
Yeah, I want to get back to those like in-depth combos that we would have talking about like.
One of my favorite conversations is when we were just talking about genre, and we just spent the entire episode just talking about genre.
Yeah.
Kind of like defining what the hell a MOBA is.
I love that.
It was fun, man.
When we lose out on that, like I know what you mean. We lose out on that when we have the game and we're kind of like that's our campfire.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in the podcast, we were literally making the camp whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
But in this, we have a campfire, so we know for sure we're going to be sitting around that campfire.
Sure.
You know, it's just like it's kind of.
No.
It has its strengths, but you're right, dude. Especially if you're thinking competitively, like I don't know if we have that competitive value.
There's no way. Like we stream for an hour and a half a week. You know, we can't stream that much per day. You know, like there's people who stream like 8 hours, 10 hours, like
they're on the ground floor. Yeah, they're on, like for instance, the new expansion for Hearthstone came out. Crip and This Guy's Toast, they have all day streams, and they have Crip had 31,000 viewers. Thing had 17. This Guy's Toast had 17,000. Yeah. So it's just like
that's why it's like
come on.
Yeah, there's no way
that real estate is already like,
there's no way we can ever compete with that. So I think we just have to find our own little niche and poke away at it. Yeah.
I mean I'm down.
Yeah, we just have to like shake up the format a little bit.
And it might not even be like it might not even be the radical change. It might just be like, okay, let's rethink our methodology.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like so like a big part, like kind of my style and what I like a lot is like a peek behind the curtain and kind of seeing the clockwork behind it all. So like I wouldn't want to do it like a formal button up. It's like, hey everyone, welcome to the show. Like I just feel like it's like just the cameras are on now, and then we just very ease into it, and it's like, oh, like are we live? Oh, okay, cool, we're live. You know, like in mid conversation, like it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
you know, like it's funny. I don't want because like seriously, man, like ever since we started doing this show, especially this year, I kind of went back and I was like looking at some old videos and stuff like. It feels very orchestrated. It feels very, you know, like planned, and it doesn't feel natural, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, even part of it, honestly, like I've thought about this too. A big part of it is the way we like. It comes back to the language. Like oftentimes we like say, okay, now we're gonna do some banter, And it's like
Yeah.
we're like naming categories of our time and like hierarchizing things and saying, oh, if we have time, we'll do this, blah blah. We're not treating it like we're becoming too self-aware that we're recorded.
Totally.
But it's natural to feel that way, dude, when there are cameras on you.
Yeah.
So it's like
for sure.
obviously, and it's not that I think we still have top quality like stuff. But we've moved away from the organic. We're not natural organicos, man. We've lost that.
I want to go back to that.
I do too.
Yeah,
I miss the
I wanna go
podcast
back to
style,
that, yeah.
dude.
It's like literally, dude, like something like this, even, you know, like just the cameras are on and like you get in a little early and we're just playing, you know, whatever the fuck until Arik comes. It's like, oh, okay, Arik is here, so like, you know, we like quickly stop and, you know, kind of get ready and then go back to it, you know, like just very organic, very.
Dude, have we ever
very
considered?
fluid.
Have we ever considered like thing mics
Yeah.
like this? Like, are those really more expensive than like these, or like
I mean, it's a cost.
would we be able to like chip in and get those? Because I think that would just elevate our game even more.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about that yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about that too. But like, if we're sitting around the table, I think it's just overkill getting those things because you lose.
Sure.
You lose audio quality. It doesn't sound as good.
Yeah.
And if we're going more towards podcast, then kind of like we need those microphones. Eventually, like I was telling you, I want to move in here.
I think, dude, I'm like
I wanna move in
standing
here
in this space
and-
is actually pretty perfect.
I don't want to use the table. I want to get a couch. Like I want to get like one couch. I want to get like one seat.
But then wouldn't these kind of mics make more sense?
That's when we would need it, but not right now.
Gotcha.
Because right now we're just sitting around the table.
Yeah, yeah.
And just getting those things is just
Dude,
overkill.
even that makes it more formal.
Yeah.
Even that, you know, like everything has become
Yeah.
like more formalized. But it was almost like unconscious. Like it became that way unconsciously.
Yeah.
At least to me, like, you know, you're
I mean,
more
it was
deliberate
like,
in how you're
no,
thinking
for
of
sure.
it.
It was like, I don't know, man. Like natural progression. I don't want to say natural progression, but like we just like
I know
you
you
that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It developed that way
Yeah.
because we had the capability. So we're like, let's try it.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
No,
Now
I
we
mean,
tried it. Now let's try something else.
yeah,
You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say you were to move in here, whenever that is, or I guess you're saying for sure you want to.
Well, eventually, yeah.
I think that's smart. This is a very nice room to do it in.
Yeah.
And so my question is like, what would your timetable even look like? Do you think estimated?
I think I could probably do the entire move in a weekend.
Oh, but would you? My
Like-
question is, would you want to do it soon, or you had it
Oh.
like well in advance in your mind, like?
I need to plan way beforehand because like weekly tangent, we do it on the weekends, and so like we have to do like pre-tapes and shit. And
Good,
just to
yeah,
make
and
sure that
that's
goes
cool
up.
too.
So like I just have to give those guys a heads up so that
Mhm.
we have time to record stuff. But like you know, man, like the one thing that's kind of making me iffy about it is I put a lot of work in that room.
I know.
And
I
not,
was,
not only the foam and stuff, the foam can come off. The
Yeah.
all the decor, like everything can come off. But
The
there
wires.
is not only the wires. Like for the most part, I would say like 80% of the wires will work just fine. You know, like I don't need to switch it. There's only like a handful of wires that I'll need to pull out and put it the other way. But it's like behind these walls, there's 1 inch of cork insulation that I put in there. And it's to like deaden the room. There's like an inch
yeah,
of
the
padding.
acoustics in here are just very different.
Yeah.
Very, very different. Yeah.
And I don't think the acoustics will ever be as good as it is in there. But like we just have to approach this space differently, you know. Like obviously I'm gonna move all the foam here. I would want to get like a nice kind of fluffy rug, you know, like just more stuff.
Like just a rug on the whole room.
Not the whole room,
But like a-
just
like
a
a
big
big-
portion of it.
That's cute. I like that.
Big
Yeah,
portion
yeah.
of it, like a nice Persian rug. Dude.
Yeah, I was literally
Yeah.
thinking like a nice
I want like a
Persian
nice
rug,
Persian
bro. For sure.
Yeah.
No, for sure though.
Yeah.
Let me ask,
So like
but
I
what
was
about?
thinking like a couch here maybe.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say like a couch here.
Or
Like the one, like a single, like lazy boyish thing here. So it's like, I would say like 3 people sit on the couch, 1 person sits here.
would the can you
And then I
imagine the
would
couch
also want-
diagonally or no?
So I also want to put a table back here. Small
I see.
table like around like this wide, maybe a little bit higher,
Yeah.
for just in case we're playing a PC game or whatever.
Or
we
any
have
number
the
of
PC set up
things.
there.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
My question is, so you
And
imagine
then-
it like an L? So
No.
couch, table, and like lazy boy.
So I would say like couch from here to here, let's say. And then lazy boy, this won't be here, like here.
Yeah.
Kind of like that coming diagonally, and then we'll be able to sneak back here, and then a really, really narrow table back here.
Okay.
Really narrow table
Yeah.
with like 1 or 2 seats, just in case we get like more guests in and stuff.
I like
and
that.
then we can aim for like, for the most part, we have 4 people in anyway.
Yeah.
So 4 and 1.
Where would the screen go for like our game? Or
So
whatever?
I have 2 TVs. I have that, and I have
Yeah.
another one. I would say like just here we can have like 1 TV for game, 1 TV for, I don't know, whatever. Like that, the multicam. So
Yeah.
that maybe I could be sitting back there and just kind of switching.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, yeah.
That's
I
pretty
think
funny.
that would be fucking cool.
Yeah, you're kind
Yeah.
of like, you know, when you're watching like CNN or something and you see the people in the back on their computers and shit. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
I think that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. So the TVs and like, you know, the monitors and stuff like that, would there be a way, like, do you think it's smart maybe to do it where it's mobile, where like, but if we have a rug, that might be an issue. But that's a small issue, of course.
No, it'll be
But
fine.
like, you want to
Like,
put it
I'm
on like a
thinking, like-
rolling thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think that's
It's
the
like
way.
they have
And
those
maybe
like
this
TV arms.
Maybe like if this closet shelves are cleared out,
Mhm.
you could just store them in there.
Oh
Like
no,
the-
no,
like
I was
the-
thinking like the TVs, like they don't move at all.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the TVs, so like this desk, everything here is going over there. Like literally just switching around, and then so over here will be. The 2 TVs, and then I'm gonna have a lot more space to set up all my cameras. So behind the TVs or above the TVs and stuff, I'm gonna have the cameras and stuff set up. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it'll be like 1 main cam for the couch, 1 main cam on the host, and 1 wide.
The host gets the lazy boy.
Yeah, I think so. Like
That-
the person
I like that.
presenting
That's
it,
funny,
Like, gets their
yeah,
own
yeah.
seat.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And then
I
yeah,
like that.
and then the other 3 small cameras, they should be pretty easy to like just move around.
Of
and
course,
stuff.
yeah.
So I don't see.
I mean,
trouble
dude,
with that.
that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
As I've offered before, especially for a big project
Oh,
like
for
that.
sure, man. Yeah, I will hit you guys up. Yeah,
Let's do it. Let's
Totally.
fucking ball it up. One
Yeah.
hundo.
because it's like when it comes to it, man, like we're not gonna need. I'm not gonna need any more gear. I have everything. It's just moving shit. That's all.
Yeah.
Like moving and cleaning, and
Making the space exactly how we want it.
yeah,
The couch is a good choice. Like just
yeah. For couch.
philosophically, for what we're trying to like accomplish with
Yeah.
this, couch makes the most sense.
Totally, yeah. And for a couch, like just get some like cheapo thing from IKEA or
Yeah,
whatever.
IKEA's
Some random
perfect,
thing.
and we'll set it up on that day too if we want and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, those mics become even more like insanely relevant and appropriate.
I actually have one of them, which I'm scared to use, because I'm convinced. Where is it? I think I've hidden it, but I definitely do have one. I'm convinced that it's because of that my other mixer died.
Oh.
Like I think it was because of that. Like it shorted it.
Mm.
But yeah. So I'm scared to use it. I don't want to use it on this one. This is a newer one. So all my tests and stuff, I'll do it on the old mixer. Because that one's garbage anyway. Yeah. So we'll see.
Dude.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But see, if we're all on the couch, then my question is, how would this function
well,
then?
We'll figure it out. It's just the same exact setup. It's just depending on how we move those little cameras. So, little cameras will have like tiny little cheapo tripods of their own, and then just like set it all over. So it's like, we can zoom in and move it around and stuff. Those are easy to move. Those bigger ones, they would be kind of the more permanent setup. Like just leave it there and don't touch it.
Probably right behind the TVs, right?
It's like either like I'm thinking one like above the TV
them,
kind of
yeah,
looking down.
like the sovereign.
Yeah, like the white cam.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then one over here pointing at the lazy
Thing.
boy, and one
Oh,
over here
Yeah,
pointing there.
totally.
And then like, yeah, move the TV.
Dude,
back
you know
and
another
then-
thing I didn't
yeah,
think of?
I think that
The door.
Oh god, yeah. I'll have to move the door. It's the same door. Yeah.
Would you want to even?
I'll move the yeah.
That's
for sure.
so funny.
No, for sure. Yeah, no, the door moves.
That's so funny,
The door
dude.
moves.
I just realized I'm like the door.
Yeah.
Our special door.
Yeah. How funny, man.
No, I mean,
I love that door.
Yeah, I love that door so much. I dream about it. I love that door. No, I mean, dude, it's promising as all our ideas tend to be. We just need to,
Yeah, we just
Put
gotta
it-
do it.
yeah. And I mean, we will. I know whenever you, especially you, when you say your mind to something, you just do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So I'm down, dude,
I
whenever-
just gotta give like the boys a heads up.
Let me tell you, I advise early summer. That would like,
Early summer.
yeah, that's my kind of take on it. Like early June, I would say, or late May.
I was gonna give myself like a month, and then what are we now? April, May. Yeah, exactly.
I would say something like that, like late May or so.
Yeah.
And that's my take anyway.
Yeah.
That's like a good time to catch people, and like E3 is coming up, and like fun things of that nature.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then like once we sort of switch over to the other way, it's like I think the entire vibe is just gonna change. It's gonna be like so much more chill. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is I think
What we
should aim for.
For sure, dude. Like if I don't have to hold a mic, if I could just lay back and like chill, like whatever, But of course, it's gonna be so nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it, dude. That's the way to approach it.
Yeah.
But
for now,
$100.
But for now,
yeah, we're in there. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be in here.
Which is still fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Mhm.
Cool.
I do. It's just gonna be hard due to like, substantively how we're gonna approach the show. Like, you know what I mean? Like in the way that obviously when Ari gets here, for sure he has ideas. For sure he thinks about it. Like just on the slide too. Like we're all. So it's just like I'm very curious. I've just been racking my mind. Like literally for like the past several weeks. Like once a day I'm just thinking like how would it look? And it's so hard to consider like how it would look. But the only thing I keep coming back to is I want it to be more like the podcast because I love those combos and I miss them.
Yeah.
But I just can't. I don't game, so it's like hard to like think.
I don't think we'll ever go back to where that was.
That's why hybrid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think it's unrealistic to think we'll ever get back there. Yeah. But we can find our own thing. Different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, did you check out that game I told you guys about? I bought it.
Yeah, how was it?
I haven't played it yet. I bought it. I was like, dude, this looks cool. Their other game looks cool too.
Oh, what's their other game?
It's from the same company. It's like you glide through procedurally generated worlds. You just glide. That's the whole game. They're like, you just do it while you're like fucking waiting for something on the other monitor or something. You just do it as like a Zen game.
That's nice.
Yeah, dude.
I'm down.
This one looks. Did you see it? Like
I watched it. Yeah.
There's no like resources.
They put out like a 2-minute little video, and the guy's like, hey, look, this isn't like some crazy serious thing. Like we're just trying to have a good time. Just come chill.
Yeah.
All right.
I bought it. I was like, I buy that rhetoric because I dig it.
No, for sure.
I
think I'm gonna pick it up too, man. What was it, $5?
Dude, that's like a fun game I can just imagine, just like in the background while we talk about shit. Yeah, like shit like that.
100%.
Like even then we'll probably end up changing the games we play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah, but like again, like every once in a while, like some big release is gonna come, and we're gonna want to be a little bit more serious about it, and that's totally cool. And I think that's 100% fine.
Yeah, because it's fun. Like we
love
doing, we want to play it. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. But like I really think we should move away from it's like, okay, today we are presenting and playing this game. It's no.
I dig it.
No, that's not us.
Yeah, I know. I totally agree.
That's not us.
Fun on a bun, dude.
Yeah. How about that, dude?
Yeah. What a life, man. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Should be very fun.
Let's hop in there, man. Let's mess around in there for a tiny bit.
Sure.
Until Larry comes.
Sure.
I'm gonna kill this mic and turn on.
Dude, honestly, the game truly opens up quite a bit after that.
The bull's a motherfucker, man.
Bro, yeah.
The bull is a big time motherfucker. Like
someone was telling me, or like I read somewhere that it has 150 different like animations or something, and they're randomized, so you never know. It doesn't have like a pattern.
That's why I can never see what it's like. I can never see what's coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
But did you like the horseman?
Oh yeah, bro! I fucking love that fight. That
okay,
fight
did you
fantastic.
find that? Did you find that to be an easy fight or a difficult fight?
I didn't have a hard time with it.
I didn't have a hard time at all. Like especially after Lady Butterfly, I was like, it's so easy.
Dude, I had such a hard time with her, bro. Like I fucking busted myself. I killed her. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. And then she stands back up and starts laughing. He's like, oh, that's a good try. Now do it again. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't see the second phase coming. I was so pissed.
It's quite good though.
Yeah.
The thing is, dude, is like, I'm still kind of contentious about that boss because.
Butterfly.
Because it was the first major boss like that. It was the first boss for me and for you too and stuff. You don't have to do her till like later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, as a first boss, in my mind, I'm like, okay, this game is teaching me like pairing, and like it wants me to get that rhythm down and that timing and stuff like that. And I did that against her for quite a long time, like a day and a half. Like that's how I tried to fight her. And I realized like even though I was pulling it off, like I was doing very well. I learned her patterns, everything like that. It was just an untenable thing. Like it was still quite a long fight, and quite not like a thing. And I'm like, somebody's got to give here because I'm doing exactly what the game has taught me, and it's not working. Then I was pairing like really well.
Yeah.
I was pairing really well. I was deflecting really well. I was utilizing all my mechanics very well. But even still, I found that first phase like a grind. It wasn't like a easy thing. And I was like knocking her off when she do the fucking jump up. I do the shurikens, all the stuff, right? Then Shahan was telling me, he's like, dude, just approach it like a Bloodborne boss. Just do it. I'm like, okay. So in Bloodborne, all you do is dodge, hit, dodge, hit, dodge, hit, dodge, hit. I literally only did that. Only. I hit once, dodge, strafed. Hit once, strafed.
Wow.
Literally not one single variation from that. And I beat her like first try.
Wow.
From the whole thing. And that's the thing. It's a contentious boss for me because I'm like, this goes against what the game is teaching you. So it's kind of annoying that it did that. And I didn't feel good about the victory because for me, I beat it very cheesily. Feel like you're cheesing it, yeah. But I'm like, I guess this is the way to do it, or like this is what a lot of people I've been reading, like that's how they advise it. They're like, just dodge and hit twice and dodge. That's what they say. I'm like, well.
Yeah. I didn't do like the dodging thing too much. Like obviously I did it, but I just like played it as I normally did the game.
Yeah.
And it was a long fight.
It felt too long. I was like, this is too much. Like by the time I hit the second phase, I'm like tired. I'm like, what's going on? And I know you could do the snap seed, but I didn't have that many, so I was like, well, whatever.
Yeah, no, I was saving the snap seeds. Like I had one from the dude outside.
Yeah.
And then like later on, I forget where it was, but like I got 5 more. It was like all like together.
Yeah.
And then I used all 5 in that one fight. And that's the
was that the one you won? Oh, yeah. Nice.
If I didn't, then I would have said like, man, fuck this, and I would have just like left her for now.
Yeah. But it's good. She literally taught me the game though. Like I became like a lot better after fighting her. And then the next boss, like the next big boss, like name boss, I was like, okay, yeah, this is where I learned.
Dude, it's like it took me such a long time to learn how to play Sekiro because I was playing Dark Souls. Like it was like very defensive, like rolling out of the way, and like just waiting to react to something. But that's not how you play the game.
Yeah. Now I just go in. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. Yeah. It's cool, man. Like I love that. It's kind of making you play differently. It's a good game.
I mean, I'm loving it still. I'm not nearly done. I don't think. I'm like maybe halfway now.
Oh wow.
But I've been taking it very slow. And like there was a boss that just was like, oh my god, it gave me so much trouble. But I did it.
Did you see the headless?
I've seen one of them. No, bro, I can't beat that shit.
Okay.
I'm halfway through and I can't beat it. You need a certain item to beat them. That's what I don't like. Well, you need a divine confetti, and it like makes your sword like spiritual or whatever.
Yeah, I found some of those. I used it, and then but like once you get close to them, you just get scared and feared and shit.
Yeah, it's very annoying. It's very annoying. I basically the way I think about it, I'm gonna leave them till later and go back and kill them all. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's not just one.
Hey, Reg.
Yo,
What's
yo.
up, bro? Good man. How are you? Toss it in there. Check out our new thing.
What the fuck?
We're streaming, by the way. Like some of the cameras are live.
Is it audio live too?
Yeah, audio is live too.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
What's up, everyone?
Yeah, just.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah,
oh,
so
unfortunate.
Just kidding. Yeah, I just heads up. But yeah, we'll hop in there real quick and kind of show you the setup and stuff, and then we can get to work and start messing around a little bit. You all right?
I'm just soaking it in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, and once you hear like what's been down, it might even change from this too. So just prepare, dude.
What's here?
If we're gonna do like some crazy changes too down the line.
Here what?
the good stuff.
Well, let's hop in there real quick so I can show you, and then we'll come back here and mess with the cameras and stuff. Yeah. So that camera's not live. That camera's live.
Yeah,
but these two microphones are up.
The control camera. Control camera.
Yeah, control camera.
This looks good. Oh, nice. Good. You can see the muscles.
Cool. And then, is this one working? Yes. Okay. Great. Welcome, Ari.
Yeah, this is intense.
Yeah. So.
I like it.
Yeah. So, where should I start, man?
Yeah,
but I was just talking to John for like half an hour.
Did you quit your job yet?
Did I quit my job?
Start there. When are you doing this full time is my question.
Yeah, man. Fuck. Hopefully.
That's all I want to know.
So, got some new gear. Okay, Eric, and that is going to give us a little bit of functionality,
Okay.
a little bit of different things to do. Let me give you an example. So, this. Whoops. So, that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing something like this
Okay.
for the stream,
Okay.
which means
Multiple cameras and stuff.
yeah. So
But
we're gonna
how's
have 3 cameras. So like
Uh-huh.
one main camera for like whoever's on the stream,
Okay.
and then this is gonna be the game.
My question is though. Oh.
Yeah, this will be the game.
But aren't we gonna be super tiny? Are
We're
people
already super tiny.
Yeah, I know, but
like,
now we're
this is gonna
even
be-
tinier.
No, we're gonna be even bigger now.
Oh,
These are gonna be close-ups.
Oh, that's full screen.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Hold on. So it's not a little webcam anymore.
It's not gonna be a little
Okay,
webcam. It's
I
gonna
get
be
it.
3 little webcams.
I got
and
you.
each of us
but,
are gonna
but
have
each
like
one is gonna be already like
its own
a bigger
dedicated-
size than the original webcam.
Yes.
I can imagine that now. That's
Yeah.
actually pretty cool. That's intense.
yeah. So like that's kind of what I was
That's
thinking.
sick.
And then we can mess around with
That's
the.
sick, dude.
We can mess
You're
around.
like wait till you hear the rest.
Oh, there's so much. Dude. There's so much.
We can like mess around with,
With
the
the
different
format?
with the
Yeah.
format of
Yeah.
it too.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
That's-
I was telling John like all the limitations
That's
and shit,
super
but
fresh.
like yeah.
Yeah, it's
Um,
cool.
It's
and then
super
just
fresh.
this background is just some like random thing I put together. But
We can
like
always
you
change
know
it.
we can always
Yeah,
change
of
it and like
course.
kind of mess with it and stuff,
Of
and then
course.
put some extra info like now playing Testcast.
Yeah.
Subscribe now, and then we can say is like whoever's on that episode, so
Yeah.
on and so forth.
Quite a lot of good stuff there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. That's hardcore.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was saying like this format, the different formats can depend on, let's say, the genre of game we might be playing. Like a fighting game will maybe look different than like whatever else.
Exactly.
Things of
Yeah.
that nature.
Depending on what we play,
That's what
we'll
makes
mess around
that's
with it.
what makes like this way more unique and adds the value to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
It's different
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
features.
How about that, dude? And then one other kind of the big thing. I want to switch the studio and the office.
What office? What's your reasoning for that?
This is a lot bigger here.
Oh, it's
very
bigger
small
here?
there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for if it's just a size thing, then if you can imagine everything being normal, like what about the closet? Is that gonna be a problem? No, because you already have like. A
Yeah,
closet
it's gonna be
to it.
almost the
It's
same.
about
It's
the
just
same
bigger.
thing.
Yeah, it's just-
Literally, it's just like a
Yeah.
in Dark Souls, it's like a +1.
I think so.
I think so too. But
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Oh, there's
Yeah, but there's some.
You gotta figure out the wiring and all that.
So like the wiring and stuff's already done. Like everything is
Okay.
already passed through the wall.
Okay.
So for the most part, like I would say 80% of the wires are
Okay.
are fine. Like
Okay.
there's just a few I
just
need to pull out and pull it back
Yeah,
in.
that would be annoying.
But fucking,
Okay.
whatever. It is what it is.
Sure. Window.
Um,
What about Windows stuff? Like this window's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's basically a +1 of
That
the
window's
window.
cool too. Like audio relay on an audio level,
Yeah.
having those.
So it's like
windows.
the biggest thing would be if like I've put a lot of work in that room. Like not talking about the foam and stuff, but like behind the walls, there's like 1 inch of cork
There
insulation.
is.
There's like padding under the floor and
but
stuff.
not these.
But not here.
So. it's
So like the
really-
acoustics will never be as good as it is over there.
Fuck. Okay.
But we can do
Maybe
other
just
stuff with
more
it.
padding?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, well,
well,
you're gonna
like
already
I'm
need
gonna
more
move.
padding.
I'm gonna move all the padding here
You're
for
gonna
sure.
need even more padding because it's a bigger room.
It's a bigger room. Well, I do have like extra
you
padding
still
that I
have
didn't
extra,
use,
okay, cool.
and like, yeah, I might need a little bit more. I might need like some more of those big ones.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I think we'll be okay because I do have. Oh, it's in another closet, but I have
You
a
have
bunch.
a bunch,
Yeah, I have a bunch.
Sounds good.
And then, yeah. What else?
The rug.
Oh
Getting
yeah,
a nice,
yeah.
like big rug also to dampen the sound and stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah.
But like,
So
the
eventually-
the major topic though that we were talking about, we're waiting for you to like get into it.
Okay, before
Is-
you get into it, real quick.
Yeah.
Lighting.
Oh yeah, I mean that'll.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
keep that lighting, or are you gonna do like
I have
special lighting? Turn like the room lights off and like have lights, you know?
Yeah, I have 3 of these.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Does
great.
that
These are
help?
very
That
good.
helps.
Yeah, these are
So-
very good.
Yeah.
You can like choose the intensity.
Okay,
You can
okay,
choose the
okay.
like color temperature.
Because
and
I'm sure
stuff.
you remember I
Lighting
brought
is-
lighting up so many times.
I
It's
know.
like it bothers me so much
Yeah.
that we don't have good lighting. It
It is
would
what it is.
change
Like,
the
dude, like
presentation.
that room is so tiny.
Yeah.
There's so little you
Right.
can do.
We
like
do way
especially
more
like
than
now
that.
that I've added these 3 cameras,
sure.
like it just like
For
there's
sure.
absolutely no room there.
Because with different lighting, the whole thing just completely
Yeah.
changes. Like the entire
No, for sure.
flavor of it all
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
flips over.
Yeah, I'll just get some
Okay,
clamps and I can like
great.
clamp it up on
Okay,
shit. and
great.
We'll be
Okay,
good.
get into that big thing.
So the big thing is, and this is actually a good segue, is like when we're thinking about like, okay, it'll change the presentation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, it feels as though our show just needs to level up too. Like the
Yes,
way that
I
our
agree.
discourse works and stuff like that. Like I mean, Evan can say it best, but we've become way too formal. Like way too formalized, and like the way we're
structured.
Yeah.
like the structure is like we've moved away from what made us like very fun in the podcast. That's the way I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And so like when I'm thinking about how to move the show forward, and I think that Emin's on the same page. I think we all think about it too. Is that like I think that we should go back to the way the podcast functioned in terms of its discourse. The way our conversations worked is we were literally just friends hanging out and having a cool convo.
Like what have you been playing?
Yeah, like kind of like,
We
but
don't
but
really
even then,
ask
just like
what
casual
you're
stuff.
Even like, yeah, exactly. Like because like right now, how we're basically doing every episode, it's like we are now presenting this game.
Making it relevant.
Yeah,
And then-
no.
Like
It's
within
like
its context. We're staying
It's-
within like the limitations of like what the episode is.
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to be
become
about.
what we rally around too much.
it's like I don't think we should be presenting a game anymore.
Presenting a game.
Yeah, like I don't think
Like
we
not
should
saying
because
what
it's
we're
like
playing tonight.
no, it's like
Or-
building like I don't think we should build the episode around the game.
that we're playing.
I think like a game just happens to be there. And the
we
whole
happen to
point-
be playing this.
We
game
just happen to
tonight.
be playing the game,
Okay.
but like for the most part, it's just like us hanging
Okay.
out plus guests
I
plus
see.
whoever else we bring in. Like I want to approach it in a lot more of an informal, a lot more chill fashion,
Okay.
and a lot less on kind of like now we're going to explain like these tiny little tidbits about this game.
About this game.
Because
not
like you
feel
don't look like
obligated.
I was telling John
Okay, I
John
see.
this like
It was
there's
game-focused.
there's
Okay.
absolutely no way we're gonna compete with like
Other-
any of those people like
that do that
I think
yeah,
right now
they're
we're
really
trying
good.
to do I think we're trying to do what other people
I
are
see.
doing. I think we have to find our own
Just
thing.
our own thing. Yeah. Okay, I agree with that. Yeah. So like move away from it
It's
being
like
game centric.
It's like dude, like sometimes I can even see it's like let's say we stream for like an hour and a half. We're playing the game for maybe like 20 minutes, if that.
What do you think? Is that? Oh, how
Like
you
we're-
want it to be.
Yeah.
Oh, but what are we doing for the rest of the time if we're not
Shoot
playing
the
the
shit.
game? Oh, like this the game's just sitting there, and we're like.
It's like
chatting.
well we're not like maybe we're playing the game. Maybe we're not
Oh,
like.
it's not like we're we don't have to like
Like
constantly have somebody
absolutely,
playing. Oh, okay, I see
absolutely,
what you're
like
saying.
no obligation.
Okay,
no
like
nothing.
less
it's
like.
it's like if it feels right,
Okay.
it's like oh, okay, yeah, why not? Let's load up. the
Okay,
game. Let's
so
do
like
this,
don't
let's do
panic just because the
Exactly.
controller's sitting on the table.
this. Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that goes hand in hand with having this other type of format too.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
But
screen
we're
was
gonna be able to
so
do a
much
lot
of
more.
yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
because of the screen was so much game and so little us,
Exactly.
it wouldn't even have made sense to do that way. It
Exactly.
would made sense to have it game centric like we have been doing. But
Exactly.
because-
Yeah, we were saying it's
because
not
you're-
like what we were doing is some kind of like bad thing. We
Right, I feel
developed
like we were
that as
doing it
is.
right in the circumstances that we
Yes.
were in, but I think
I think we want
changing
new
it to this new
circumstances.
format
So
can work really well hand in
Totally.
hand with that.
and then like also think of it like this. So like right now we have kind of like right now the game. But it's us, but like let's say
Sure.
the game's at like 75% of the screen.
Mhm.
What if we make the game 25% of the screen, and we make 75% us?
Would you be able
You
to
know?
like switch like
Yeah.
on a press of a button?
Yes. So like all of that I'll kind of have to like pre-do,
Yeah.
and then like
Yeah.
on the spot like I'll be
Okay.
able to like switch between.
Okay,
different
so I
formats
could
and
see
stuff.
like
So it's like
Yeah.
for example, like let's say, I don't know, I'm playing auto chess,
yeah,
but you guys are just shooting the shit about whatever.
Yeah.
So like there just like happens to be a game in the
Yeah.
corner,
yeah,
and then like every once in a while you guys will just look up and it's like oh
Yeah, yeah.
shit, like
Okay,
and then we
okay.
talk about the
Yeah.
game for a little bit, but like
okay,
it's like I don't think the episode should be game centric.
I agree with that.
But and
Just-
you know, just also like it doesn't have to be that game centric. But I seem to really appreciate a lot of the time too. Like when we get here, especially when a guest is here, we end up having so many good conversations pre-recording,
Yes.
and then we lose that as the
Yeah.
recording
When
happens
we
because
have
we're
to
forced to talk
transition.
about
Yes,
the thing.
I agree with that.
Like it can still be like not game centric, but game like orbit. Like we can still be like around.
No,
it.
for
Just-
sure.
yeah,
No, of course.
I
Yeah.
100% agree with all that, but just one specific little
Yeah.
detail about like the screen, right? So because I like the idea of actually being able to change like how big we are throughout the episode. So like let's say the game is actually being played, then the game's taking up 75% and we're like 25 or whatever. And then let's say the game is being put down and we're like starting we're getting into some sort of convo, like you press a button and then the game becomes the 25% and we blow up to 75% of the screen.
Exactly.
And then like the combo's dying down and someone's picking up the game again, we press the button again and we go jump down to 25
Exactly.
and the game becomes
Yeah.
75 again.
I think it's
I like
like
that little mechanic.
being very just fluid with it.
I like that.
You know, being very fluid with it. And like if
Yeah.
like there's a point that hey, you know, like we're done with the game.
Yeah.
We got bored of the game. We don't want to play this game anymore. We just want to talk
Yeah.
for the rest half an hour. We just
I
want
like
to talk.
that.
We just
Yeah.
go back to full screen.
Cool.
And Evan
You
was
know?
also saying that this might mean that he takes more of the producing role and less being on the camera.
Mhm.
And so we would rely perhaps on the guests being here and like we have the
see.
conversation with them. So that Evan can control
Yeah.
a lot more
And
in
so
here.
you're actually not being inside. the-
Well, no, I will be.
Still,
I
but
will
like
be.
not in
No,
the
like,
same way that it perhaps is now.
I
or
mean,
something.
I want to actually be in there and switch too. Like,
Oh,
that's kind of that's what I was
yeah.
telling you.
If we move here though, that's gonna be like.
No, I could do it. In
Oh
there
yeah, when you're in the back right there.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
So like, because like a big part. All right.
I cracked my back.
Nice.
Great.
Because like my style, like just kind of the one thing that I love is like showing people like a peek behind the curtain. Like I was telling John, like
Yeah.
just showing the clockwork of it all.
That's
And
what
I
I
think
here. Like,
exactly yeah. And I think it'll be really cool to just
Sure.
like whoever's switching is
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
too.
Sup,
Yeah.
Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I waved at him a little bit ago. We were
Oh.
in mid combo.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Arik loves this.
So Shahan.
Dude, so one of the things we were discussing, like, in order to like, if you think about it, a lot of the ways that the show is developed in that kind of formalization is due to the fact, one, you said already that the way we had the screen oriented, it had to be that way. Like it had
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
game centric, right? But also the basic fact that we're around a table and it's kind of we're sitting with the mics in our hands and all this stuff, the cameras are on us, it creates that kind of vibe as well.
Yeah.
So when we would move in here, the ideal situation would be to have like a bit like a couch, a lazy boy, and have those clip-on mics perhaps,
Yeah.
where we're no longer contained to like having a thing. We can actually lounge around, chill, talk, kind of more normally, be more fluid with ourselves, so that we feel better in the language we're kind of employing during the casts and like.
Okay, well, how does that work pan out with having like the three things though? If we're like.
That was my question too, and then, yeah.
I mean, so okay, so how I have it set up right now is those little cameras that we have been using.
Yes.
Those three are the multicam. Those
Those
three
three
are
are
the
those
are the
three
little
boxes.
three
Okay,
ones.
what about
And
the
then
big
so
ones?
once I do that, then
Yeah.
I lose the functionality. Like I can't switch to those full screen anymore.
Okay.
Okay, so the full screen ones are the bigger cameras. So we
Okay.
can have the bigger camera set up so it's like
Oh, I
one
see.
wide, so it shows everyone. One
Okay.
for the couch,
So you're gonna
one
be
for
switching
you.
cameras too.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
It's gonna be a little
Yeah.
involved.
No, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the things we were saying is like behind the couch and behind the lazy boy,
Okay.
we set up a small table, not only for like if we have a computer that we need to hook in or stuff like that, but also so Emin can like make switches like in the back behind us or around
Sure.
us, where it kind of looks cool, like he's
Sure.
kind of working.
Sure.
In,
I'm
again,
still
the
with
people
this.
behind
I'm still with this.
the yeah.
And this is, are you doing this like across the board, same kind of style approach for all the podcasts, or this is specifically
mean?
for the Level Up show?
Yeah, well, that's what do you mean for other podcasts? Like
Because you're doing
the
other
weekly
recordings.
tangents? Yeah, that's something I got to talk to those guys about.
Okay,
And
because
kinda
I want to
see,
know
like,
like,
how-
because the way you want to like frame all this is
Because
something
for-
that's
for
gonna be
that one-
multi-versatile, like not just only for one
Yeah.
thing. You want to be able to use this in multiple ways, right? So like, are you approaching this with the intent of like,
So,
are
like,
you
right
using
now-
like the Level Up show in mind when you're doing it, or are you just doing it in?
So I am just talking about Level Up Show right now.
Okay, so we're specifically.
I'm specifically like
Level Up
we're
Show
specifically talking
situation
about Level Up Show.
and
I still
setup.
need to
Okay.
talk to the weekly
Okay.
tangent guys. I still need
Okay,
to.
so it's
need to
not
talk to Sean
general.
and
It's
stuff.
actually
Yeah.
like Exactly. Okay.
But I guess the timetable we're thinking, at least tentatively for now,
Thank you, Sean.
is early summer.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, he can hear it. Everything we're saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
People should have totally tuned in today then.
Yeah.
I've been telling people, yeah.
Yeah. I just posted. I'm like, hey, we're just gonna be.
Oh, I wanted to
streaming.
share your post and I completely forgot to.
Yeah. Make some Instagram posts too, guys.
I will.
I'm gonna just copy share yours.
Did you make a story
No,
that
I
I can
didn't.
use? Oh,
I
okay,
did
then
not.
I'm gonna do it. Okay.
I'll use yours after.
Just
for
tag me.
sure.
But
Yeah,
okay,
of course.
what was I saying? What were we talking right now about?
I was saying the couches. Shit, what were we just?
Oh yeah, so for like weekly tangent for other podcasts
yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah.
like that's definitely something I want to talk to them about. And
Okay.
I feel like I want to make this space so
Do I
that
need to get
I
off
can...
Wi-Fi? I mean, sorry.
No, you're okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
we good?
yeah, I'm fine.
Me too.
Yeah, we're fine.
Cool.
Stream help is
Just
good.
let me know if I
Yeah.
need to.
Okay.
We'll do. I think it's because we don't have a
Yeah, the game.
PlayStation or something.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
What was I saying?
Oh, you were gonna talk to the weekly tangent later.
Yeah,
so-
like I'm gonna talk to the other shows and
Yeah.
stuff, but I want to make the space a way that's like just malleable, that I can change.
Move around
Like
quickly.
like within like I want to say like within half an hour,
Okay.
be able to switch
Take the
into a
table
different
out,
show.
put the chair in.
Yeah.
Etc.
Exactly. Yeah. So kind of
Reposition the camera.
exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Move the lighting around
Mhm.
too. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that's kind of my idea, and this is like a big enough space that
I like
I
it.
think it'll be doable.
Can I say my one main concern right now in my mind?
Yeah,
is,
go for it, of course.
Like audio quality, just like how it's gonna sound.
Yeah.
How are people's voices really gonna be coming out?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
people listen, you know? 'Cause
I think it'll be fine.
so.
Yeah, I think we'll be good. So like, basically how it is, like those thing microphones, the lapel microphones,
Mm.
they tend to kind of pick up a lot around it,
Okay.
and kind of like that's how they work.
Yeah.
Because like it takes up like a lot more space.
Sure.
But I can get gates set up for like, I'm pretty sure I should be able to do it through this, or maybe
Yeah.
through this.
Yeah, and just dumb down the
No. So like
noise, or-
basically what it is, it's like for the if it doesn't hit a specific decibel volume, then the microphone is not on. Then the microphone is not transported.
Okay, just
So
say
like-
like mumble settings, you could do that too.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like
Has
set
to be
those like
loud
gate
enough.
settings. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll figure out a way to get gate settings up
Okay.
so that
Gotcha.
we're not getting much of an echo.
Yeah.
But like right now, as we're talking,
I posted it up, boys,
It
so you
sounds,
can.
thank you.
it sounds good.
It sounds okay.
Yeah, it
like
sounds
there's
good.
definitely echo, but like then again, there's so much empty space.
There's once you
Once we bring in
Sure.
all the foam, once we bring in furniture,
Mhm.
once we bring in the TVs and the cameras and the couch and this and that and all that
Mhm.
stuff, I think it's gonna sound good.
Mhm.
I
think it's gonna
definitely,
sound good.
I definitely agree. I love all the changes. I love all the ideas. And again, like, and I can't iterate this enough because I constantly think it. And you know,
Yeah.
probably what I'm about to say. I mean, is like, innovating in this way to me is not a complete radical change. To me, it's us kind of going back to what made the
Evolution.
podcast good, taking what we're doing good here, putting them together and hybridizing and moving forward with like all our
Yeah,
good
I think
ideas
this
and
is-
good methods.
I think
And
this is evolving.
yeah, it's pure evolution for sure. Yeah.
Definitely, I don't see
Yeah.
any regression here.
I mean, I'm totally with it. I absolutely want to take it to that
I
extent.
think
for
that's
sure.
a level up.
Yeah, I think it's a level up too, but
Mhm.
it's gonna take a little bit to level up. So
Sure. Well, I was saying
It's
the
gonna take a bit
timetable
of time.
perhaps we're thinking tentatively is maybe like late May, early June. Sorry, like
You're right.
early summer. We're thinking getting this kind of
What? Just moving everything?
Yeah.
here?
doing the move, doing the
we
switch.
could probably like
we're even
I
gonna
was
move the
telling
door.
John-
He was saying, switch the doors.
Oh yeah.
We
The
should.
door needs to come with the
Yeah,
studio.
yeah.
Wherever the studio goes,
The door goes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I guess it wouldn't make sense to leave.
Only thing is with the new format, you need a better host than alright, good. You should let him be the butler.
Damn, Sean.
Geckos, man, always flaming.
Some things never changed.
That's not gonna evolve.
It's been evolving. He's been trying to hit deeper and deeper because there's nothing. He's digging and there's nothing. He just keeps digging and digging, and he's still not struck any.
There's
salt.
no gold yet. No
yet.
salt yet.
No, we're digging for salt here. You gotta just keep digging, man.
See if he'll
maybe,
respond.
maybe one day you'll hit the gold mine,
Maybe, dude.
Oh, here we go.
and then we'll see.
Yeah, dude.
It was for myself.
Very funny.
Oh yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah, but for now, we're still going to be in that room. So
Doing our thing.
I say let's
Sure.
hop into that room real quick.
Okay.
Let's do a few tests.
Yeah.
Of
Get these
different
cameras
kinds,
set up.
yeah.
Yeah, let's get these cameras going. Also, let's plug in your thing, alright?
What?
Could you plug in your
my laptop?
your laptop? Yeah. Yeah.
It's like getting a Heineken.
Totally.
That's how it feels, that's how it
100%.
feels.
Yeah. So camera 3.
I'll go on in.
Pull up the key. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys to do some stuff. Hello, everyone. Hi.
Oh, when the sky is falling down. Dude, you should sign up for Elder Scrolls Blades.
Okay, give me 1 minute and I'll do that.
Bro, I'll mess you up.
Thanks, dude. Mess me up while I'm signing up, so I don't sign up.
Yeah, bro, great. I remember when I used to do that shit, dude, in Santa Cruz.
Yeah, you guys are so fucking dumb. You start drinking protein shakes on the first.
Oh.
You start drinking protein shakes on
Easy.
the first day of your fucking exercise.
Easy.
So fucking.
Could you sit down, John?
Yeah.
Sit. Yeah, sit there.
El Tipicales
Actually, John,
college
can you
boys.
sit there? John, sit there.
Yeah, yeah. El Tipicales Colegios.
El Tipicales colegios.
I mean, you should sign up for Elder Scrolls Blades.
No, it doesn't look that great, dude.
I love it. It's so fun.
Really?
I like it a lot, yeah. It's a complete time waster and a meaningless microtransaction riddled game.
Sure.
Hearthstone.
But as something that I'll play like, you know, before I sleep or throughout the day, I'm opening the chests that are time gated and I'm not
Sure.
gonna pay money. It's great.
Hell yeah.
And I go in, I do a fun dungeon. It's fun to like do the combat, and then I
Mhm.
move on with my life.
Nice.
You know what I do in that same amount of time that you did that?
Hearthstone.
I
bro.
scroll some Instagram. I
Yeah, I do that
scroll
too.
some Facebook. I play some Hearthstone. I text some clients, and that's my phone usage right there, basically.
Very good, man. I'm glad.
Yeah. So,
Grab number 4, John. Don't do 5.
Oh.
4 is left.
am I 2?
You are 2, yes.
I have. I mean, I've been just looking for a game to play on my phone, for whatever reason.
I have the best recommendation.
What?
The camera's on.
I know. I know. That's why I said this.
That's fair.
It's all good.
Wait, what? What are you gonna
It's
recommend?
called the Battle of Polytopia. Have you guys heard of it?
No.
You guys are gonna fucking get consumed by that shit.
What is it?
Is it on Steam or what?
Civ.
What?
Civ.
What do you mean?
It's Civ. It's like a
On the
simple.
phone?
Yes. It's like a simplified
It's
Civ.
an app?
It is fucking. It's the best
Battle?
of Polytopia.
Is it free or microtransaction based or?
Very free. You can buy different civilizations.
Oh, no. Yeah, I've played this before.
That has been my go-to game for a very long time.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I'll
I've
give it
played
a
this
shot.
Before, bro.
It's very good.
I played this before.
Have you?
Yeah. There's
What
a
was your-
reason I've deleted it, apparently.
Why?
I don't know, but
Oh
there's
no,
a
it's
reason.
good, man. It's
I probably got sick of it.
oh dog.
I see Clash Royale on all the time. I remember you guys were into that
Clash
shit.
Royale
Oh, that was
is-
so good. That was truly like
It's a motherfucker.
an app game from the ages.
Really? Is it still good? Would it still be worthwhile?
Yeah, I could play on Steam or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it would still be worthwhile. I mean, the strategia in that game was like
Really?
very satisfying. Yeah, it was like a very interesting and innovative way they handled it. Like it wasn't only a selection of like making the right decision of which unit to use, but it was also where to place them exactly,
Mhm.
and also the timing behind when you're placing them.
Sure.
Being able to like perfectly time all 3 of those things and get the upper hand on your opponent just because you had slightly better timing than them. It feels so good. Which mic should I use?
Yeah, use 2,
Grab 2.
and then I'll use 1.
That mic over there looks new. Is that a new mic?
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
been there. It's just 1 doesn't get too much use, and the guy that sits there on Weekly Tangent is like a regular human being, and everyone else likes to destroy my shit.
I see. Greetings, next levelers. Today we're not playing anything. Oh man, sorry guys. How many viewers do we actually have right now?
Probably just a couple. I know Amber's watching.
Oh yeah, Amber's watching. Okay.
She watches every week, but she just usually will just put it on if she's
I
doing
see.
other stuff or studying. I'm looking right at the TV. I'm pretending I'm watching an episode of Family Guy. Haha! Another hijinks by Peter Griffin.
What's a hijinks, dude?
I don't know.
Good job. Good job, dude.
What do you want from me, dude?
Good work, man.
I'm just a human.
I want you to grade all your papers accurately.
I spend way too long on my papers.
I know you do. I can imagine it from beginning to finish.
It's a rough time.
Yeah, goody.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't mind. Sit up, you punk.
Oh, dude, my neck's stiff.
So, are you going to be Sekiro for Halloween?
No. I think Mary and I have some sort of thing planned that I forgot what it was, but she'll remind me.
Good. What up, Em?
What's up, man? Could you push those microphones like down entirely?
Oh, hello. My name is John.
Did you like my audio messages the other day?
The other day or today?
Was that today or yesterday? I don't remember. Did I send one today?
I think you sent some. I haven't listened. I was in
You
class.
haven't?
No,
Oh, bro, you didn't go back to listen?
but I mean,
Sometimes they're cool.
sometimes they're really cool.
Let me see what it was. I don't even remember.
Alright, could you open up the stream?
It was today. It was actually this morning at 9:45.
Yep,
and there was
that's
2 of them.
That's right when my class started.
Oh, I wonder what they are. Open up the stream.
Yeah, open up the stream.
Okay.
So that I don't have to run back and forth.
Okay. Oh, a studio setup. Oh, that's intense.
Yeah, how does it look?
Pretty baller.
Looks good.
Okay.
Trying to raise the volume. What the hell? Why is my computer being dumb?
You're going through my TV.
Oh, that's why.
You gotta go.
Oh, you plugged in the
Yep.
thing. That's why. Oh, there. It's already 100. Yeah.
Oops.
Sorry.
Sorry.
How's work, Em?
It's been okay, man. This last few weeks I've been really fucking busy.
Really?
Yeah, we've been working on this big documentary that we just finished.
Oh, bro, did you read that article about Anthem?
No. What
Oh man, this crazy
Something?
bombshell article about like what went wrong with Anthem, and it's on Kota.
Oh no.
It's on Kotaku. I'm gonna mute this.
Yes, please.
It's on Kotaku. It's by this guy named Jason Schreier. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. So he wrote it, and it was truly pure investigative journalism, like probably the pinnacle of this industry, like what this industry can produce in terms of like journalism. Man, that article, like if I was just to show you, I'm not going to show you like just right now, but if I was just to show you how long it scrolls, like how long of an article, it took me several hours to read, to get through,
Several
like on and
hours.
off. Yeah. Just on and off. I was reading it like because I was hanging out with Amber. So like whenever I had a free moment, I'd read it. Maybe though, like purely like 30 minutes of reading or more, like just like raw reading, right? Dude, he literally went into detail for why Anthem is in this like sad state that it is, and like how BioWare's like environment worked for like several years and all this stuff, dude. And it was so intense, like the things that he was turning up. Like
I saw the article for sure.
Well,
but I
what's
never
like
read it.
the big takeaway?
the big takeaway is that this was a 6-year game that only went into full production the last year, and so they crunched out the game in like just a year. And it went through several creative directors and several changes in staff, and like the Frostbite engine that they worked on was just a complete like antagonist to any of their goals. Like as an engine,
Really?
it was inflexible, and so all of these different things in their environment and like certain kind of like hemorrhaging of the different like departments. Like for instance, oh, you work at like this, office, you're like the B team. You're not really like anyone's opinion that we should care about. And then like they had like a core group of people who were like, we're right, don't worry about it, this, that. It was like insane. It was
I
like,
understand that,
yeah.
but with all that said, I could say one thing though, and that's they did a
I'll be right back.
they did a mighty fine job with the game. Considering all that, I'm actually even more impressed now that the game turned out to be as good it is, and as it was, and with all those issues that are happening. I would have imagined a much shittier game to come out with everything that's being said.
Yeah, it actually revealed, like, for instance, why, because originally they were going to have no flying. Or not originally, but part of the, like, a huge part of the build was no flying and all this stuff. And it just went through, like, the chronology of, like, how they made certain decisions. How they made certain decisions and things of that nature.
Right.
So it's just quite a good read, honestly.
I have a book recommendation that I will make once I Google it first.
Oh yeah.
The One Thing by Gary Keller
Okay.
and Jay Papasan.
Mhm.
One Thing, Surprisingly Simple Truth Behind Extraordinary Results is a non-fiction self-help book written by authors and real estate entrepreneurs Gary Keller and Jay Papasan. The book discusses the value of simplifying one's workload by focusing on the one most important task in any given project.
Have you read it?
No,
You're just recommending it.
because it was recommended to me, so I'm just passing the recommendation.
I don't, self-help books are kind of silly to me.
Yeah, but there's maybe the one out there that's not silly, and I think this is that one.
Who was it recommended by?
The very successful man in the company.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He happened to simply mention that in the midst of like his presentation, he simply mentioned that like one of the things that he does is read books, and then he like scrolled by that real quick. That wasn't even like anything, the main point of anything he was trying to say. But after when we had like questions, I remembered that, and I asked him, well, what books do you read? And then he's mentioned a few, and I was like, well, can you recommend one? Like, what would you recommend like recently? And then that's the one he recommended. So I was
Okay.
like, that must be something special.
All right.
If he's like,
Yeah.
he's like, I already reread it. He's like, I'm
Wow.
glad I reread it.
Wow.
He's like, this book I reread recently. I had read it a long time ago, and then I reread it, and he's like, I'm glad I reread it because it really helped me. Like, it like reminded me of things and like brought me like centered me like where I'm, like
Cool.
He like didn't realize he was missing certain things until like he had reread it again.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to see if I can like look into it.
Good luck, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, I tried doing the reading thing.
Did you?
Yeah,
you
I got
did.
I
You
got
did. You did
several
a good
chapters
amount.
in,
Yeah,
and then I
And then
haven't
haven't gotten any more chapters in.
Hey guys,
because Sekiro.
welcome to the nightmare.
Oh, Sekiro.
That's the way I like it, baby.
No somos inmortales. Did you know that?
We're gonna go on forever, dude.
You know that I train a mother-daughter, and the mother doesn't really speak much English. I guess she
I think you
understands a little
mentioned this.
bit. Yeah.
Sorry, man. Can you just get a game going? Whatever it is.
Okay.
Anything. Get a Heroes of the Storm, dude.
Keep the stream up too.
Hey, Emmy, would you want me to get off Wi-Fi now? Okay. Okay.
So I train the mother and daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on one sec.
Take your time.
Update? What? No. I forgot that I don't use this computer anymore. Oh, no.
Just play some rando game then.
Well, let me open Steam, I guess. Hold on. I forgot I haven't updated anything on this laptop in a while.
That's funny.
Yeah, game-wise, this laptop's kind of...
Did you check out that game I mentioned this morning? Like
Islander,
briefly at all?
yeah, I looked into it.
I bought it. It looks cool.
Is
looks
it going to be
interesting
weird
enough.
if I sign in here on my laptop on Steam, even though my computer at home is signed in Steam?
I don't know how that works, man. I'm sorry.
Fuck, whatever. I don't want to get like flagged.
It might just log you out
Fuck,
over
whatever.
there.
I don't want to get like. Guess that's probably what's gonna happen.
Dude, that's so funny. You have Vahawk as Armohawk
Where?
down there in your offline friends.
Oh.
But he hasn't used that shit. Dude, that's so funny. You have
I don't pay attention. I don't even.
No,
know.
I know. It's just funny to me.
Where is that?
Right
Oh, this
there.
guy? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even remember him. Yeah.
Our audio is coming through your laptop.
My laptop mic?
I have no idea.
What?
Is your laptop mic on?
What do you? It's never been any different than what it's always been. I haven't done anything different on it. But I don't want 12 updates right now. I don't.
Let it update Dodo, dude.
Wait, Dodo's not. Oh, why is this?
Yeah, I was
even
updating Dodo. No, don't touch it.
Unbelievable.
Can you go to your like? I'm totally picking up audio, like our audio. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, disable that shit.
Okay. I don't know why that's never happened to be a problem before. Habibi! Oh, wait, hold on. That's the way. What? Binding of Isaac?
If it can be played, just play it. Yeah.
It's gonna look shitty. Hold on, let me think 1 sec. Not very many options here. I
Wait,
guess.
why is it gonna look shitty? Who cares?
Okay. That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was saying. Yeah. See, this ain't no 10 air, dude.
How the hell do you? Oh.
I wish, dude. Should I just update real quick so we can play it?
How the hell do you? Oh. If
Let me
the
just-
update can happen quick,
Let me
yeah.
update the Hearthstone real quick.
Dude,
so
are
should I
you-
play some Hearthstone? Update
yeah.
real quick so we can play it.
If
Let me
the
just
update can
need to
happen
restart.
quick,
Let me
yeah.
turn Steam off.
Are you? Yeah.
What? My mic. Yeah. Oh, okay. Is that better? Is that better? Or oh, okay. Oh,
That's funny.
then this is why we have a test cast.
Though you would never have the stream on like while we're casting. Para vos.
So I was training Sarkis last night, and he asked me. He said, "Who's stronger, me or Danho?" And then,
Likely very much him, I'm guessing.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would surmise
Without a
too, because
doubt,
he's
yeah.
been training with me. But
Even if he
I
wasn't.
took
mean,
like
he's-
2 seconds longer to answer than he would have liked, so he got offended. He's like, "Really? I've been training with you for 6 months, and you don't think I'm stronger than Nano? Oh, geez, I see how it is."
That's funny, man.
And I was like, "No, bro. Like, you're most likely stronger. I'm just thought like I don't know how strong John is. Maybe he has some innate strength that I don't know. It's like I don't have any insight into John's strength, so I can't make that comparison. That's why I was like,
I can
stumped a little
safely
bit.
say I don't. There is no innate strength here. Not any physical strength.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen you do a single arm row with a dumbbell, and I didn't know how much weight you could pick up. Like, I don't know, comparative to like Sarkis, you know?
Sure, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of it is like so many variables, and genetically, like who knows? You might be able to have certain movements be stronger than him in certain
Sure,
directions.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. Like, doesn't mean
What up, Em?
What's up, man?
it's hard to say sum total.
Sure, I
Strength
get you.
is hard
Yeah,
to
I got
evaluate
you.
sum total. It's just
That's funny, dude.
in respect
But
to
Danny
certain
for sure is
context.
stronger than all three.
All
I'm
three of you
guessing.
guys, yeah.
Yeah, I
Danny's
bet.
the strongest of the
Yeah,
three.
yeah.
Yes, certainly.
He's got
put
he's
in the
he-
most amount of work.
He's also, I think, more naturally because of his thing. He's a bit.
Well,
just
yeah, he
stronger.
just put in most work. That's what it is. He just put in the most work in one way or another. In every way, he's put in the most work physically.
Who are we talking about?
Danny.
Oh, Danny. Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, we're I was just literally
Danny's
comparing
baller.
John Sarkis and Danny to each other on a fitness level.
That's funny.
Definitely on the low rung.
John's a little behind.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who Sarkis is. I don't think I've
John's
met him.
cousin.
You've seen him because you've been at like some
sure.
of my functions, but I don't know if you've met him.
Yeah.
Like legit. Yeah.
But Danny though, Danny's a beast of a human being.
He's pretty beast. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a
He's a
funny
beast
guy.
though for sure.
Beast mode.
His diet's pretty beast too. If only we could tame that one. You like that?
Yeah, bro, I do.
I wish he heard me.
How you liking Sekiro, Oleg?
Wait,
Oh,
load
Sekiro's
something up,
great.
Arg. What's going on?
Wow, we were trying to update Hearthstone, but
Oh,
it's
bro,
not
no, fuck
working.
that shit.
Well,
Hearthstone.
oh,
What's that? Just play it,
Yeah,
man.
man. Hell yeah.
Bro, why is everything? Even Destiny 2 has started this update. What is this shit?
it's all good.
Because he hasn't turned this computer on in like
Yeah.
probably ages.
It's been on just to charge my phone.
Oh, sure. Okay,
I
that's so
literally
funny.
use my laptop to charge my phone. That's all I use it for. Oh, and I use it for like to have the web page for Icy Veins on the side, so I can
Oh,
like
sure.
look at builds while we're playing Heroes on my main computer.
That's funny, man.
Are we playing this tonight or what?
We're playing this now.
No, I mean like in IRL, dude.
Every night, every day, all the time.
We had did we play yesterday? No, we didn't play
No, you
yesterday.
were
Yeah,
in the-
yeah, we did.
Did
we
we?
played yesterday. Like
I
late
don't
at
remember.
night.
Do we? I can't remember. I was
Don't
probably
remember.
really high.
Good, man.
Good job, dude.
On life.
That's why I forgot
Yeah.
if we played or not.
Dude, I remember one time, dude. Oh my god. I only vaguely remember. I got really drunk. Like really, really drunk. This was during UC Santa Cruz. I got beyond drunk.
We're streaming.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I don't. It's just drinking. It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
no, for sure.
Yeah, this is college, dude.
Yeah.
It's just
Uh,
drinking.
So I was just gone, and I went back to my room, and I had to do it in such a way where my room, I had a roommate, like this roommate named Lane, and he was sleeping, and it was late at night. He was sleeping. So what I did is I opened like my closet, and I
Oh my God.
made the door block the light of my computer so I wouldn't touch him. And I literally was up for hours, just really drunk, playing Skyrim.
Oh fuck yeah.
And I woke up the next morning without remembering any of what I did. I ended up loading into the Thieves Guild, and I'm like, what was
Oh,
I doing
what?
in the? I don't even remember coming to this city. I've never been here before. I don't know
So
what I'm doing
funny.
here. It was hilarious, man. It was truly
That's
hilarious.
fun.
One time I got really drunk at SB, and I woke up and I had bought like 3 Lego games, and I had no recollection. It's like
Wow.
Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego Hobbit, like
Oh,
all that
That's
shit.
hilarious,
That's so funny.
dude.
I just ended up playing all of them. They were fantastic.
Mm.
Are you in a game, or are you
no,
gonna play a
I'm
game?
just run around and thing and like try
Training?
or something. Yeah,
Okay.
No, do a game. Play a game. No.
it'll take too long. Unless you just wreck. Do you want to play a game?
Yeah, just play a game.
I'm down, man.
What
Let's
do we
fucking
do?
it.
We're
not
Yeah,
doing
let's fucking
anything
do it.
crazy.
I'll play a
Let's fucking
game.
do it. Let me get that thing. Yeah, thank you.
I'll play a Guillermo.
You want something to drink, man?
Sure.
Yeah. What do you want?
What do you got?
Beer? You want like alcohol? You want
Nah.
like something softer?
Uh,
The
What kind
only
of
thing
beer do you
softer,
have?
the only thing softer than beer I have is water.
what kind of beer?
So-
What kind of beer? what kind of beer do you have?
I think there's like one more Sapporo left.
I think
have
I might
some-
have taken
I
this
think I have some Modelo.
Modelo's good.
All right,
I'm
I'll
gonna
have
pour
one.
myself a
I'll
little
have
bit of
a
whiskey, though,
I'll
if
have
you
a
want.
Modelo.
You want a Modelo?
Yeah, and then like if you want to ever,
Yeah.
you can do that too.
Let's finish.
That's later. Yeah, we'll do that.
I'll
later.
play him. Yeah, I'll play a match right now.
Dude, play
too.
a match for sure.
I'm just
Even if
thinking,
it
what do
takes
I-
like 30 minutes, that's still we're chilling.
It'll probably take less than 30. 30 is like a pretty long Heroes game at that point.
play a hero that has to stomp quick.
Has to stop quick.
Does that criteria fill in? Do you have every
let's
hero
play
already?
this.
You do, right?
Not
You know-
every. Like I'm missing one or two.
Mm.
Just one or two. Like useless.
Is there a
heroes.
reason or oh?
I just don't want to ever play them.
Who is this? Oh, Invoker.
It's Kilthas.
Yeah.
No, it's Kilthas. It's just different skins. I have.
But it's
This is
Invoker,
what he
right?
looks
Yeah.
basically. Well,
Wow, I like that.
yeah.
I like that too.
Cyborg Hawk. Stormbot.
Cool, man.
Dude, some of the skin. Dude, I could just sit here and show you skins for the different
I know.
heroes like for an hour.
I know you
It's
can.
so enjoyable.
Wait, so you didn't? So how are you doing with Sekiro? Are you still digging it? How's
Yeah,
like,
I
how's
killed
everything
that
like
lady
that?
butterfly. I am digging it a lot. I love, just running around killing shit, dude. I like the grind. I like to like just go through areas multiple times. Thank you so much.
Here you go, bro.
I like to go through areas multiple times.
Is Lady Butterfly the last thing that you've majorly done?
I don't remember. I think so. So there's like something like a 2 paths. It's like two paths you can take.
Well, Hirata Estate is like an instance.
Oh, it's the okay. So I kind of get it like sometimes confused. I forget when I'm like in the memory and then when I'm not in the memory.
Hirata Estate is all the memory.
Yeah, I remember. I just sometimes when I'm in the memory, like I forget I'm in the memory, and then like sometimes it weirds me out because I'm like, wait, I was here. Why is it
There's
so
like a
different?
main game. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, no, I remember. I was like, oh, that was the memory.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess, but like I forget how much I've done in each. So I think I'm pretty close to like clearing the memory or having the memory done.
If you beat Lady Butterfly and you beat that purple shinobi,
Yeah.
who like you
Yeah.
get the Mist Raven.
Yeah, unless I missed an item or something, the memory's done, right?
Yeah. You did all the carp stuff?
No,
Why?
I don't know.
There's that merchant. Did you find
well,
him?
I didn't kill all the carps, I guess, because I didn't get enough carp to
How
like,
many
buy
do you have?
something good. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I would
do more because the carp stuff
there
is in
there
the
are
Hirata
there are
dream?
5 or 6
Okay.
in that
Yeah,
main
yeah,
area
but then
around
there's
him,
more
and there's
elsewhere.
2 more like in the
Okay.
pool leading to the shinobi purple
I see.
shinobi.
I got the one leading to the purple shinobi, I think, but
Okay.
I don't think I got all of the ones in the main.
Okay, so just do that.
What should I really buy from him, though?
The
mask?
7 thing. Wait, save for the 7.
mask. The
yeah,
mask.
the mask.
Because that one lets you get skill points with the
once you
something
get
with
all
the-
3
yeah.
masks, yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, you're pretty much done with that memory. You should just
Yeah.
play through the
I
main.
killed the guy on the horse with the spear.
Yeah,
I
dude.
killed that guy.
Oh, General Onigawa, something,
Ah,
something,
I killed
dude.
him.
Yeah,
That was a
dude.
great fight.
What was
Yeah.
after him?
The bull. That's where
I
Emin
killed the
stuck.
bull.
that's where
oh,
I
you
am.
killed the
Oh,
bull.
I killed the bull.
Whoop.
What the fuck?
That was
I
good.
just wanted to see.
That's so funny.
I
Cool.
killed the bull. What's after the bull?
After the bull is Ashina Castle.
I'm like Ashina castling right now.
That's
then.
where the game opens up.
Okay.
Quite a bit.
What's in Ashina? What's like a
Good
mini
stuff.
boss or a
No,
boss
I'm not
in
gonna
Ashina
say. I
Castle?
mean, it's not there yet.
Yeah, hey, man. No
Yeah,
spoilers.
Oh, okay. Because I was just wondering,
I can tell you some good stuff. Like it's like rather fun.
Okay.
It is quite a level.
I'm just in Ashina Castle right now.
I would actually say so far, the area after the bull, is my favorite of all From games that I've played.
Oh, wow, man.
Of level. Like it's my favorite design level. It is just such
Wow.
a joy. Wow, dude, this is fun.
Right after the bull?
Right after, basically the
Yeah.
zone after the bull.
Dude, the way the fucking bull came out was such a surprise.
Oh, that
to
was
me.
so
Yeah,
fun.
me
Such
too.
a surprise. I was like sneaking
It
up
was-
on those 2 guys, and then it just like rushed out. I'm like,
Yeah.
what
Dude.
the hell?
Oh,
Oh, you're done.
dude. Oh no.
Oh, you're
No, I'm not done.
No, you're. Oh no, they're done. Oh, you're done.
Yeah.
Can they
Oh,
clean
you
up?
guys got some
They
good
should.
kills.
They fucked up, man. They should have
They
gone
should have
left.
gotten Hans.
Bro, if I was there, if I was playing, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
The Garrosh through Hanzo.
Get
Well
punked,
done.
get runked.
Is this Overwatch?
Yeah, bro. I mean, maybe.
Oh wow, LOL.
He got away.
Do you still play
Wait.
Overwatch, M?
Look.
Here and there.
Yeah.
I
Look.
checked out the new hero. It's cool.
This is the best part of Heroes.
Bro, please, dude. Why are you like?
Wait, check it out,
funny
watch.
Boy?
rainbow poop, dude. Oh, I haven't seen that one. That's cute.
Wait, watch. Mate. Lol. I just spam this shit every game. Dude, it helps to have these because then I
Blessed.
don't type. I don't like
Watch out.
I don't like argue with people, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I just do emotes. I express myself in emotes exclusively, and that really helps keep me like my conversations tame and not let me get emotional with it, you know?
That's funny, dude.
That's funny.
Dota, if only Dota had that.
They have emotes.
Not to this
No, yeah, bro,
level,
no,
dude.
man. Like
That's
they got
shitty.
this from Dota. What are you talking about?
Bro.
They got this from
All right,
Dota.
well,
Dude,
look,
the
how's
thing is-
your Thursday doing, guys?
No, let me put it to you this way. Let me put it to you this way, dude. Is in Dota I have Dota Plus, so I pay that
Yeah.
$5 a month or whatever to do the Dota Plus, and truly it's like a great value. And I do the chat wheel things now. Have you ever heard those? I mean,
I've heard a few of them.
it's
Like, I
literally the
remember what it was.
funniest voice.
Yeah.
It's literally like.
Oh, man.
It's just like the voice lines of like weird shit.
Can the
There's
enemy
one.
team
where-
hear it?
No.
Ah.
But you can level up your heroes,
Okay.
like by playing them numerous times.
Sure.
And then when you get to silver on them, you get a universal voice line. So they say one of their voice lines where everyone can hear it.
Oh,
so
what?
then
That's funny.
Juggernaut, he just to all chat, he goes like, "You will be forever alone."
Oh,
Like it's just
shit,
so
man.
funny, like or like, "So what if I swagger?"
That's-
Like it's just some funny shit, dude.
That's
Take
funny.
a knee, peasant. Like just
For
like they
Juggernaut-
all hear it.
For
Yeah,
Juggernaut, it should be like I'm the Juggernaut,
yeah.
and then just
there-
leave it.
You could do like you could level up to gold and platinum and stuff with heroes. Like it's
Sure.
pretty fun, dude. But I have like some funny ass voice or sound effects too, where it's like a crash and burn, like a plane, like.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's like just funny shit, dude.
Good shit, Areg. Lol.
Don't nuke mid, please.
Lol?
Haha.
Oh, he fucked up.
Look at you sipping that juice.
He came at me thinking it's just a kill toss, dude. I'll
Yeah.
kill him.
Bro, your horse is too hilarioso.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Thanks. There's so many different cool mounts, dude. It's ridiculous. They did such a good job with the aesthetics in this game. It's just
It's been such a long time
a
since
treat.
they've updated it, though. I missed the
I-
bro. Like I wish
the
it was as
frequency
quick.
of
Yeah, I wish
they were
kept that
pumping
same
out
frequency.
heroes like
Yeah,
two
bro.
a
Every
month,
every month there was a new
at
hero.
least
like,
one
minimum.
Yeah, minimum.
Well,
one.
do you know the ratio how it's gonna be now, or it's just like literally beyond informal, like just whenever they want?
Yeah, it's like anytime they get around to it.
Okay.
I think,
It's
I think
very
they just.
slow.
I think they're about to add a map or something. I think.
Honestly, the maps in this
There's a
game
new
are
hero in the works
whatever.
too.
No, the maps are cool.
There's a
Like the
new
maps are
hero.
cool, but like adding a new one doesn't like,
Changes everything.
I don't think so.
Absolutely
it-
changes
it
everything.
does. It does.
Having an entirely new map in the rotation is like a whole different
Totally,
game.
yeah. Like every map has its own strategy. You can't
Sorry,
approach
dude,
this
you're
map
wrong,
the
man.
same
Just
way.
admit
Yeah.
to it. You don't have to hold on so tight. Let go.
I
Don't
mean,
grasp.
no,
Don't grasp.
I mean, no, not at all. Truly, there were only certain maps that were really fun, and some of them were just dumb.
I
just
agree.
remember, like,
I agree.
Like, I hate that one, the Egyptian one, where you get the
Yeah.
scarabs and
Yeah,
stuff like.
everybody has their own like tastes with the maps.
I don't think like adding a new map is like the biggest thing. Like a hero is pretty fucking big deal, but
Our KT is doing stuff.
I think definitely.
Last
adding
hero
a
they
map
added
is a
was
bigger deal.
Imperious, which was when did they add him, man? It's been a
is
while.
he fun? Did you like him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
Imperious
he's
is
fantastic.
super.
He's
Like
I
you,
love
you like
He's
was he
broken.
what you expected and more, or
Yes.
I wish he was beefier.
oh, be like tankier
Yeah.
or what?
I would. Well, they buffed him a little bit so that like he's just like tankier and he moves around a lot
Like
quicker.
you're
but I
talking
wish
about
he was
him,
quicker.
but he's getting kills. He's murdering.
Oh yeah, he's doing great. No, yeah, it's a good hero.
He's a great hero.
He's broken.
I
no,
just
I don't think he's broken.
I
think
wish he
he's
was
great.
nastier.
No, then he'd be broken.
I want him to be broken though.
Nah.
You're just
No,
biased,
he's-
huh?
No, yeah, for sure. No,
You're about to break
did a
her
really
suit.
good
What is
hero.
this
What the fuck
person
is she
doing?
doing?
I think feeding.
No, she was trying to blow. Oh yeah, she's feeding.
no, yeah, she's feeding.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, you can't do all chat, right?
No all chat.
That's so funny.
They added voice chat though for your team.
Hmm?
Yeah, so you can talk shit.
Yeah, there is voice chat.
I've never. used
so you can talk shit to your team.
Yeah.
Bro, I love that. There's
Like,
a,
what else are people gonna use it for? Coordinating? Like, what the fuck, dude? Come on.
they do they do like
Unbelievable.
they
That
do
was
like
close,
tips
man.
and stuff now in Dota, and they say don't make enemies beyond the 4 that you're playing with.
Oh,
Yeah, or something like that. It's like some funny shit like that. They try to get you not to shit talk.
Uh-oh.
I'm okay.
Oh yeah, you got your boy garage.
Well, he just tosses me into safety. I love it. What's? Oh, she's just gonna feed. Is she gonna use her bomb at least for
Oh,
fun?
man, she
She's
doesn't
not
know
even
what-
gonna use
She
that.
doesn't know what she's doing. Lol.
Oh, I messed
Oh,
up.
you're done.
Yeah, I messed up. That's unfortunate. Sorry, guys. Let's make up for it with some dice.
Dice,
That was
yeah.
random, dude.
It's all RNG,
That was
bro.
random RNG, dude. Sorry.
How about that?
Dude, I don't know. I'm liking this Elder Scrolls Blades thing that I'm playing,
Bro, you
and
said that so much.
I'm gonna keep
Is
saying
it
that.
really that good? Because
You know-
I feel like if you say it a
No.
few more times, I might actually just download it.
No, it's
man,
not
fuck
that
that
good.
shit.
It's
Oh.
not that good. It's good enough. It's good enough for me.
I'm
It's
just
what I wanted.
Getting a gut feeling like if you keep saying
Hi,
it,
Tanya.
eventually I feel like I'll get it. I think it's just the number of times you say it. If you say it enough times, I think I'll get it. Like we're not there yet.
No, we're not. I'm not gonna say it artificially. When I feel like saying it, I will.
Okay.
But Sekiro is my main jam, dude. I truly love it. I think I'm about halfway in
So, what's your
Mhm.
game of the year so far? This
Sekiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if that'll be topped. I've been talking about it with Sean a
There's
bit,
a lot more stuff coming though.
but not stuff like necessarily. You know what I mean? Like for my game of the year, I don't know.
There's
if
that
it'll-
other samurai game coming.
Yeah,
Ghost
Ghost of
of Tsushima.
Tsushima.
I think that's this year.
I think
I don't
so,
think
too.
they've said for sure. I don't think they've said it.
But it
The
probably
Last of
will
Us
be.
2, I think it's this year.
See, that's a game where even if
Have you played the first one?
No, see,
I
that's I'm
haven't
not
played the-
connected to
I'm gonna
it.
go back and play the first one.
I know a little bit about it, so I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really care that much about
Hey,
The Last
check
of Us.
this out.
Oh, this guy. He's like, what the fuck? Where'd he come from?
No,
What
the fucking dude. Why is the fucking? You're dead
Oh,
anyway.
he's dead, though.
You're dead
He's
anyway.
dead, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
Dude, I was in the middle of tossing my Pyrorastathon and the Diablo came out of nowhere.
That's funny.
Oh,
He
boys.
was chasing you, man. He was hunting
He
you.
was hunting me.
They are making this too easy. Chase Tank 01.
Diva
Just be like-
has
What else is
been
coming out this year?
feeding
Pokemon mainline, which wouldn't. I mean,
That
I.
is not this year. Is that
Yeah.
this year?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they have the trailer and it's like quarter 4, I think.
44.
Yeah, like the last quarter, like near
Well
the
done.
near the
Yeah.
thing.
Cool.
Holidays.
That's coming.
It's very
I
likely
think-
I'm just gonna buy the Switch for it. Like I'm about 90% like
Oh, yeah.
certain I'm just gonna get a Switch to play it.
Switch is a good console, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
It's
And
very
it'll
fun.
give me
Like,
an
did-
excuse to pick up
well-
Smash and practice and stuff.
Well, did you read about all the other thing? The other Switch models that are rumored? There's like a weaker
I've read
Switch
the rumors.
model, like a handheld only, and a stronger.
I wouldn't get the handheld myself.
I think that's kind of meant to just replace the Game Boy. Like they're
guys
just
are
retiring
missing
the
out.
Game Boy. Or just wrecking?
We're literally our entire team is having a conversation about the Diva feeding.
Well,
The Garrosh was like, I really think she's just bad, and then we all witnessed her feed intentionally mid, and then we're all like, nope, never mind. She's really feeding. He's like, yeah, that seemed pretty definitive. The Imperious.
that's funny.
Yeah, like this game is one in the bag because of that Diva.
That
How-
sucks.
Yeah, it
Um,
sucks.
Question: How much was the Game Boy when it first came out? Like
What
the,
a good question, dude. I'm actually gonna look this up. I
Not
don't
the thing,
remember.
Like
not the-
120.
No way. No way. Was it
the thing? I'm talking about like.
the original Game Boy?
No. Like the latest one. What the hell?
Oh,
is
the
it called?
DS.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, that's more
DS or like a new
expensive.
DS.
3DS.
Right.
Check the 3DS.
Oh, like 3DS.
Because like
Two-
let's say
2 to
they
300?
get the weaker model to match the same price point as that. Like let's say like 200 for a Switch. I think it'll sell like crazy, dude.
Okay, on July 28, 2011, Nintendo announced the Nintendo 3DS would be getting a price cut of almost a third from the console's original price, which was $249.99
Between 2 to 3. Yeah.
250.
to $169. So
How much is it? How much is a Switch? It's like 300, right?
yeah, it's like that.
So if
but
they
then
can
you
hit-
want to get the
if
control.
they can hit 200, if they can hit 200 for the weaker Switch, it's gonna be like the
Hotcakes.
best. It's gonna be the best selling thing ever.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it will be.
That,
Yeah.
and it can play every Switch game.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean,
And
yes.
you can like pair it. You could pair it up to like holy
another
shit,
person's Switch or whatever. Yeah, yeah.
dude. Bro, if I can, bro, Mario Maker.
Yeah.
That's this year.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, but that wouldn't
Oh,
be in my
man.
game of the year. I don't know. I
It
mean,
might be mine. depending
Really?
on how m- well, I mean, the year Mario Maker 1 came out, it was mine for sure.
Bro.
By a long
I love
shot.
Mario
Well,
Maker.
whatever year that was.
Bro, if something can take Game of the Year from Sekiro in my mind, then congratulations.
Bro,
to
you
that
gotta
company.
you gotta beat the game first, dude. That should
Yeah,
be
you
a
gotta
thing.
put-
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be. Oh my god, bro! I'm so
If it's
glad.
game of the year, you have to beat the fucking game.
Not only that, dude.
What
Not
if
only
I've
that,
beaten no games? Do I not have a Game of the Year?
Nope. That's
really?
it, dude.
Just
yeah.
Heroes? Okay.
Yeah, just,
Just Heroes?
Have you beaten Heroes?
I have many times.
I think you beat Heroes when you have all the heroes.
Many victories.
No, he's chosen not to get all the heroes.
What do you mean? How many heroes are you missing?
2.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Just fucking get them. You have the money.
Vikings? Get Vikings?
Yeah, fucking.
Never gonna
Vikings
play
is
them.
broken.
Yeah, but
No, for sure, game of the year has to be like. We all gotta play it and beat it, dude. If it's gonna be game of the year,
You
we
guys
have to
wanna
play
talk
the
a little
major
bit-
releases.
Let's talk a little bit about like last year's list. For the most part,
Sure.
I'm pretty happy with it.
I still and will always be. I don't think Anthem belongs anywhere. Or sorry, not Anthem.
watch. Finally, I got
Artifact.
Hanzo. Watch. Look,
That's-
he has nowhere to go. He has nothing to do. It's beautiful. This is the dumbest ability in the whole game. Pyroblast. Kael'thas's Pyroblast. He just has to pick somebody.
It does so much
He
damage.
just has to pick someone, and they can do nothing unless they're like Medivh or someone
Yeah.
like Varian. They have like very
teleport or whatever,
specific,
or?
not teleport. There are a couple of abilities that just a couple of heroes have that block all damage. It's like a.
It's like they just
It's-
remove your hero.
It's
like
not
you
even
go
a
into
shield.
stasis.
It's like
yeah.
some sort of stasis
Yeah, yeah.
type of thing. But they could still like move and whatever. So it's a brief duration too. So yeah, they have to like cast it half a second before the pyro is gonna hit them, and then they would prevent the damage. It's like a deflect.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I
Deflect,
understand.
same
Yeah.
same level. So like, yeah, those heroes would survive, but
For
I
sure.
wouldn't cast the Power Blast on those guys.
Oh.
I would cast it on the fucking Hanzo and the Tracer.
Hanzo.
A Tracer, dude.
Oh yeah.
Casting Pyroblast on a Tracer.
Yeah,
is-
she can't do
feels
anything.
So satisfying.
Like probably even at full health, you'll kill her.
Yeah, I've killed
No.
full health Tracers with the one Pyroblast.
And I'm guessing you can do talents to like make this Pyroblast like amazing, right?
There's one talent you
Like
get in addition.
20, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
to
okay.
like improve the ultimate. Oh, she decided like not to feed anymore.
Talents were something I'm really glad they added to Dota. I think it makes it more
Yeah, it's
interesting.
cool.
Whoa.
And going back to the list.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
that.
I think so.
there are
like,
a couple
I
things,
think,
but
like,
that's the
right
major
now,
one.
Right now that we're talking and we're looking back, we're like, oh, maybe Artifact doesn't belong. But you know what, man? Like at that moment, at that time, I think it's totally, like, I think we did the right thing.
But even
I think
yeah.
I think it deserves the place that it got.
see,
At,
that's the
at
thing.
that
Even
moment, at the moment in time, I don't think we fucked up.
We
and even
discussed
right
it.
now, I don't feel like.
oh,
like, it's
see,
out of
but
place.
you know my opinion is I didn't even want it there at all.
Oh,
so
well-
even at that time, for me
But
personally,
we,
I was like,
we talked it out.
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
we talked it out for sure.
Yeah.
But even then, I felt like, but the thing is,
But,
like, what you're
originally,
feeling now,
originally it was number 3, which I am very happy we knocked it. Like we kind of knocked it down to 4, kind of last second.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Which I'm happy about.
Yeah.
Like right now in hindsight, like I would have seen Artifact a little bit lower.
I would have
Like-
seen it if it was to be on the list 7, 8.
Yeah.
Myself, I would
Like
see
right
it
now,
there.
I would say like over there.
But see, the thing is,
it's
I
just-
found that so early on after. Like, my hindsight was about a week or two after, and I'm like, dude, this game is actually, like...
Boring.
Did
Wow.
you see what I did to
Yeah,
the Grey
bro, I
Mane and the
fucking saw-
Butcher?
Yeah, I saw. Well, of course I saw.
But, dude, honestly, also, like, for me, Dragon Ball Fighter Z was way too high up on the list as well.
Cease
Where do we
and
put it?
desist.
Was that number?
No, yeah, it was way too high. It didn't deserve to
Wait,
be
look
there.
at that. That's what you were asking about. Presence of mind. The level 20 talent increases my Pyroblast's radius, explosion radius
that's
by
really
50%.
nice. Wow.
That's
Heroes
nuts.
hit or that have hit by flame strike or a living bomb.
Oh,
spread to them,
reduces the
reduce
cooldown,
cooldown.
too,
Oh,
so if you
cool.
hit
Every
more
time,
than
so
one-
it's just I
Wow.
can cast in more.
What's the cooldown on it generally? Normally?
90, I think.
80 seconds
Oh, 80
or
That's
100
bad.
seconds. 100
100
seconds.
Well, that's nice. It just goes to a minute and a
Yeah.
half. That's cool.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
He's like, we could end, but where's the fun in that? Here, let me show you.
Let me show you, dude. Just mate spooky Ravenloft. Yeah, bro. Spooky LOL, bro.
Dude, I made this perfect selection of emotes the other day. I sat there and I
The eyeballs
favored
is the
the
funniest
specific. Yeah, I love it.
I
You
don't
sat
know-
there, huh? You thought it through.
Yeah, I wasn't standing. I was sitting.
Good.
I love that. That's so good.
I don't know what about the eyeballs is so funny,
It's
man. But
so
it's so fucking funny.
I know. I know. I
Bro, it's the
love
way
it.
that it's just like a pendulum. Look
So
at that one
silly.
and look at the red one, yeah.
They're all moving in their own little cute ways.
Dude, but I honestly think let me say this. Whatever we believe about the Game of the Year list, fine. We're all probably gonna have different opinions. But I think approaching a Game of the Year list in the future, we need to set regulations and parameters for what's allowed and what's not. In terms of like, Game of the Year has to be played by all of us. It has to be something that we've all played, beaten, like can make a virtual good opinion about. Like coming to like games with like very little opinion, man, to me that just hurt the most. Whatever position something gets on a list, like
See, like
it's tough. And I know
I
we don't have
don't
the
know.
time. I'm
Yeah,
just
like-
saying.
I don't know if we should put that specific limitation on it, man. Like that everyone needs to beat it, or like that.
You
that
need to
might
get
be a
through
little
half or
unrealistic.
more at least.
Or it's like just play it enough or know enough about it so you can make like an informed decision on it.
But like I don't like when the three of us aren't like for Game of the Year. Like usually we're aligned. I would say so far our history has shown
Yeah.
that we have an alignment. But it's the one might not always be that way. And for me, like if I'm trying to convince you that Sekiro deserves Game of the Year, let's say, and you like I've beaten it, let's say, and
But what if
you
it's a game
haven't,
that
or, like,
I just had like zero interest in? Like for example,
Right,
like
right.
let's go back a few years. Witcher, I had zero interest in. I
Yeah.
played like half an hour and I
Yeah.
bounced off. I'm like, this game is not for me. And like, no, like it was not even in my top 10. But like, I know for a fact, like it's one of your favorite games of all time. Like that's just a conversation that we can have. Like I still see Witcher. Like we might give it Game of the Year depending on what Arik says, depending on like if you guys can convince me.
But I don't think it should be that way. Like I think Witcher 3 was the year that Mahed was on. I don't remember exactly, but maybe might be. But like I know he was really into that game too. So even if he wasn't though, like I don't think we should have to convince one another. Like Game of the Year should try to be unanimous as a thing. It's the other spots that might like have contention.
Let me
But, like,
chime
for-
in here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say a lot of times, at least from what I remember, at least the last 2 times, it's always been blatantly obvious to me what our game of the year is
Yes.
gonna be way
Yeah.
before we even begin to combo
You-
for it.
yeah.
And every time I'm like, guys, let's just get it out of the way. Like everybody knows what our game of the year is. Let's just say it. Why are we like? There's
Yeah.
no suspense because it's so obvious. Is what I've said so many times, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think we've really had an issue with game of the year. I think
The other games,
every other slot is way more contentious, like second, third, fourth, fifth places. Like those are the ones where it's so hard. Like why put that one on second and that one on third? It's
Yeah.
like one of us has played this one more, one of us played that one less. So I don't think actually this convo applies to the game of the year as much as it applies to like the second
perhaps
and
the
third
other
spots.
ones. Yeah.
Sure.
I think for those maybe
I
we can
think
like
we should-
try to set more
I
regulation.
think we should always strive to play the major releases because we
No, of
know that the major releases are
But
gonna
what if
be
it's
in
those,
contention.
Like, what if it's those like tiny releases that it's just like something so different and so game changing?
I
Yeah.
think
You know?
I think look, we play what we play, and then out of what we play, we create our list. That's what
Yeah.
makes the next
is
level.
is
us
te- is
unique.
top
I-
10 like too much? Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
Jigoku
I
Cybernetics,
don't
bro.
think so.
What the
What
hell?
is that?
Lol.
Jigoku Cybernetics butcher
What
portrait.
the hell,
bro.
dude? That's so funny. Thanks, Lel, bro. Yeah, you say thanks to the game.
Wait,
Thanks,
was that
Blizzard.
It said thanks.
Thanks,
you say
Blizzard.
thanks
It
to
was a
Blizzard.
it was a reward, dude.
Are
look,
you
look at my
fucking
rare
stupid?
Caldium complex chest,
Oh,
dude.
nice. Open it, man.
Oh, that line.
Reroll.
I'm
Reroll
gonna-
it,
I'm gonna
reroll it,
reroll
reroll
it
it.
so hard.
God, King Leoric. Da, 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 da. God, no,
That's
reroll
lame.
that too.
And then it just gets more and more though, and then no, bro, don't reroll. Stop it. Oh,
You're
Okay, that's
hurt.
fine,
Are you
that's
hurt?
fine.
Wait, let me buy one.
Oh shit.
By like
son.
10.
How much are they? 3K?
3K.
3K.
Yeah.
3K for garbage, dude. How do you feel,
3K and 250.
bro? Stop it, man. You can buy heroes. You could have bought a hero for that.
I have
You
no
like
heroes
2
to
left.
buy.
Bro, you told me you have to. Go back to your heroes.
Bro. What? I'm gonna buy Urel and never play
That's
her.
the only hero. Just fucking buy her.
No, I don't care.
Just fucking buy her.
No, I
She's
don't
good.
have Vikings either.
Bro, you have Viking.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's on
Just
rotation.
Vikings and Urel I don't have.
How the fuck did you unlock all these fucking people, man?
I have everybody
Did
else.
you put money in this game?
Oh, yeah. But
Oh.
not to buy heroes.
Oh.
To buy aesthetics.
Oh, sure.
I was going to show you a skin. Oh, yeah, the butcher skin. Where'd he go?
Up there. Yep. Oh man.
Oh,
Look at this.
that's the cybernetic whatever.
Yeah.
Bro,
Show the-
that's cool.
Show
Look
the
at this-
Zerg one, man. I love the Zerg one.
Oh,
I-
for
no,
a
for
Nuba
a
Rock?
for a noob.
Yeah, I will.
I think he
This
has
is
a
what
Zerg one,
butcher
too.
looks regular.
Mhm.
Show the Zerg one here. I think he has a Zerg one too.
Oh, he does have a Zerg one.
Wow, that's cool, dude.
Look at the noobs, man, dude. They fucking did such a good job
They
with
did.
the noob.
Oh, I like
Oh, that's
this.
cool.
I like these.
Ooh, I like this.
Reminds me of a Sekiro
Oh,
boss
look
or
at
something.
this one.
One. Oh, that's nasty.
That looks special. What is that? Dark
Oh.
Executioner Butcher? That's like
It's
separate.
a Dark Souls boss.
Oh, I
dude.
can craft it. That's cool. Oh, I can craft these, but these are expensive. I already have one version
Yeah,
of it. so-
50, 200.
But this one's cool. I like that.
You have a lot, dude. You
I
have so much
a lot.
currency.
I can craft stuff.
Dude,
yeah.
funnily enough, that's how I feel with Gwent.
Here's
I have
a
so
noob,
much currency in Gwent, I could do like anything I want at any time.
but you won't.
No, I mean I'll play it. I played it at Sean's. We do arena
Check it out.
like regularly.
Oh yeah, look at it, bro. It looks so perfect.
It's just
As like
It
a
looks
Zerg.
so perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like something out of StarCraft.
This is what a noob looks regular. You have like the.
Yeah, I've seen those skins, of
the
course.
mech one. This mech one looks so good. Look at that.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, sexy. And then the fucking Zerg ones. That looks great.
By the way, Gwent is doing exceptionally well,
It's
and
alright.
it's gonna come out on mobile in fall.
Oh no shit.
So
Oh,
that's
yeah?
all, that's all I'm gonna be playing on my phone, like
That's
hardcore.
a big deal.
It's actually probably in the best spot it's ever been right
Hmm.
now. Like the expansion just came out and the homecoming was like tweaked well enough, like all this stuff, like everyone is just saying like this is like the resurgence of Gwent. We're so
Nice.
happy we stuck around, etc.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's very fun.
Did you guys hear about what's happening to Auto Chess?
No.
Some Chinese company bought it. Valve didn't pull the trigger on it. Some Chinese company bought it and they're turning it into a mobile game, like full mobile.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Why wouldn't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
I mean the people that were making the mod are Chinese anyway.
Yeah,
They're, like, based in China.
Makes total
Um,
sense. Why wouldn't you? You know it has its own category on Twitch now?
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It should. Man.
It has
should.
but it's still Dota. It's still through Dota, but
Yeah.
it's its own category on Twitch.
Huh.
If you're playing auto chess, you can't say that you're playing Dota 2.
Very cool.
Isn't that interesting?
It's its own different game.
Yeah,
It's its
it
own
is.
different thing.
Yeah, I never ended up playing it. It looks
Yeah.
cool, but it looks like I don't know if it's my style of thing.
I think you'd enjoy it. I think at the very least you'll appreciate it. I think you would enjoy it though. You need to spend a little bit of time to actually learn the
sure.
nuance.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nuance there. Like it has the same level of weirdness that Dota has, you know.
Yeah.
And that's kind of
I
what
don't doubt
appreciate
it.
about
Yeah.
It's cool.
Very nice. Dude.
Which hero is the one with that skin that I was
need to
like,
peek, guys.
oh look, you could see something?
Oh, the I think Jaina has one of those.
No.
Li Ming,
No, it wasn't me.
Sylve, Vala.
Valyria? Vala? Vala.
It was
It
Vala.
was Vala, right?
I think
Yeah,
it was
Vala.
Vala.
It was Vala. Where'd it go?
I think Jaina has one particular skin that's very.
It was
naughty.
Vala. Haha, it was Vala. Dee, dee, dee.
Go to thing. Go to Jaina. Go to her.
Oh, she
Oh,
has
which
so
skin?
many
Oh
skins.
fuck that, dude. Do the last
Jesus Christ.
one. Ooh,
That was cool, man.
I like the
This
skin.
one looks so good. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I want to craft this, maybe.
I like this. Oh, you can't. It's a thing one.
I can.
No. Oh, you can.
I will.
Oh, interesting.
I will.
No, because it's a thing. It's like one of those
An
festive
event.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's an
but it's
event
okay.
one. But you can
I'll
craft
stick
it
to
after the
I
event.
like this one too.
Nah.
Look at
what's
the
this
hair.
shit, dude. No, I don't like this.
You don't like that? The hair's cool.
Go to.
Wow.
Bro, I'm jealous, man. I wish I had all these heroes.
Yeah, huh? That's why my decision making is like difficult. I like this one. I'm gonna craft this one. I just crafted a skin
Hooray!
for Jaina.
Look at this one, dude.
So good.
I like that.
Look at that. It looks sexy. Wow.
Dude, I just want to for just an instant.
Yep.
I want to go back to the game of the year topic.
Oh wait, just
very briefly.
look at this, John.
Ooh.
Wait, watch. Are you watching? Look-
Yeah.
Look carefully.
I'm looking. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's great. that's like Overwatch. Okay. See, here's the thing: is
Whoa.
for game of the year,
Whoa.
I most certainly agree with you. Just based on like time and our willingness and stuff like that, that perhaps certain regulations wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Right. However, I do not think that we should just leave it laissez-faire no matter what. I think that perhaps a month or even two in advance, we each make a list of games that the others have to play for contention of at least our top fives or something like that. And then we all make an effort to either play those games to doesn't have to be completion.
Okay.
But to play those games, just
Well,
hold on. To play
yeah.
those games to some level of understanding, either of liking or not. Or if it's impossible to play, like Arik doesn't have a Switch, so he can't play certain games or whatever, to
Do some
watch
research on it.
or
Yeah.
research or whatever. Like come to the table with, because like I'm thinking about it in the simplest terms possible. I do not imagine an IGN or a Kotaku or something like that where they come up with these lists as well as does all these websites where all their editors have not played the fucking game.
Yeah.
We need that. We need that just to for the integrity of the list
Totally.
to have a fucking baseline so that it's not just a free fall of like trying to convince one
So
another
it's like-
through rhetoric.
100%, dude. I'm with you. I'd like at least come like everyone kind of like you said like gives a list. It's like look, these are the games that are very important
In
to me. So
season.
like exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So like take some time and check it out. So like I would see kind of the top of the list is kind of those games that we're all very passionate about. Like we already know that going in. At the bottom of the list, it's gonna be like stuff is like look. This is my fucking like. This is my favorite game. God damn it!
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
this needs
yeah.
to be on this list.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe the top 10 as like a monolithic thing is an archaic model. Maybe we need to think of it in terms of like we have a top 5 and then the bottom 5. Like in term still top 10, but like where the
But
top
then,
5
like,
are
would
something we
we-
all play.
Would we crown like a game of the year, like one single game of the year?
I
or
think
is it
it's
just going to be.
I think
I
going
think
back to
we
what Arik
should.
said, it's
been
always
pretty easy
immediately
to do that.
obvious. It's always
But like it
it's
might
not
not
always
be.
it might not be.
It might
We'll
not
handle
be.
it. When
We'll
it's
handle
not.
it then. But I think usually it's pretty
Right
unanimous.
now for this year, it's Sekiro.
I mean,
So
it
far.
might
Well,
not
yeah,
be.
like we're still pretty
Just so
early
far.
on. You never
Yeah.
know.
No, I know. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm saying so far it is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we all three of us agree so far.
Yeah.
Sekiro
Well,
would be
eh,
our choice if we had to pick.
It's
one.
auto chess for me.
Auto chess is game
Interesting.
of the year above Sekiro.
I haven't played too much of Sekiro,
Oh,
so
okay.
like
Yeah,
I need
you're
to
on
get
the
through
bull
it.
and stuff. Yeah.
It's like the thing about auto chess that really gets me is it's a new genre of game,
Yeah, and that, I know that's your big
That's
thing
what
is
it
like the
is.
innovation. Yeah.
and it's like for me like innovation above all.
I'm not happy to hear those words.
Yeah, but like things can change, and kind of depends like how Sekiro evolves throughout this year, and
Okay.
depending on
Also, if there's
How I
Ghost of
feel about-
Tsushima, that might
yeah.
like.
And then if you
Sweet.
don't do the research or play the game, you can't argue against it. You can't say like no.
No, but
just 'cause you're
I don't
lacking
think
information for
there
it.
should be an if. I think we have to
Oh,
in
we
order
have
for
to.
the list to even be fucking taken seriously for
Okay.
by us and anyone else. Dude, again, it's the basic level of integrity. I don't go on a website to experience
give
the
me an
opinion.
example. Give me a game example, like from last year. Let's say, like, give me an example. Like, what would you do? You'd give me a list of 5 games that you like that I haven't played, and then
No, not that you haven't played.
then what?
The
What if
5
they
games,
are games I haven't played.
but chances are they're not all gonna be.
Okay,
like
let's say
Sekiro would be
3
one
out
of the
of
ones
the
on my
5.
list.
So,
Okay, let's say 3 out of the 5.
let's say last year. Let's say
Okay.
last year. What are the 3 games that you would bring to the table? That is like, look, you guys should
like,
check these games.
Play out an example for me here.
Well, I have to remember. Hold on, let me pull up my list because I still have it. I don't
Sure.
remember what came out last.
Sure.
I can
but-
pull up.
I have my list anyway.
Let me pull up the next level list.
Should I play another match or no?
Mm,
Not really.
it's getting close to 11. I think we're going to be wrapping up.
Okay.
pretty
Dude,
soon.
very
I like
simply, I would say the 3 games that need to be discussed here.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that I have played all of them, but need to be
Okay.
discussed.
What?
Are God of War, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Red Dead Redemption 2. That those were the biggest things of that year, and everything else is subordinate to me. To
Okay.
like just what I bring to the table.
Okay,
is
so-
I think those are the games that we need to play. Period.
Okay, so
to have
all 3
some
of us-
experience
all
with.
3
And
of
I
us-
was the one who didn't play Red Dead, by the
we
way. So
didn't-
I'm telling you that.
Well, we did an episode on all 3 games, so I feel
Yeah, of
like
course,
as
of
long as we
course.
do an episode on those games, all 3 of us have not only
But it sort of
quote-unquote.
depends
But
like
that's
how
an
we want
hour,
to do
dude.
Hold on, but it kind of depends like how we want to do the show. Like if we're kind of moving away from that, like presenting a
okay.
game.
So
and
then,
doing
so
it.
then here you go. So then those 3 games that are that important, we make a game-centric episode around those
yeah.
3.
Totally.
And even
And
Emin's been
that's
a
just-
big time
totally.
open
That's
to that.
3
Totally.
episodes that we made
Yeah.
game-centric. No big
So
deal.
it's like that's what I was telling John. I don't know if you were here when I was saying it, but like let's say like for the most part, like how I see our episodes going is what we're doing right now. Right.
This has
Like,
been great.
Like totally, like stuff like this. I think this is 100% the correct way to go. But like every once in a while, let's say like some massive game comes out like
Yeah.
Sekiro, like
That
we
we
have
wanna
to
give it that
like,
attention.
We need to play
Yes.
this game, and we just
Yes.
sit there and we make it.
Yes.
Like
we
the
focus
episode,
on what we want to focus
Exactly.
on.
Let me put it to you this way. I will
agree with
never
that.
come up to you guys like in a given week and say, "Hey guys, we got to make a game-centric episode about Islanders." I think that might be one of my game of the year contention. That'll never happen, right? We're always usually when we pitch something, we're always pretty certain about what'll make it to the top.
No, I can't completely agree with that. I feel
No,
like
but let me say, like sometimes it's fun to
Yeah.
play those little games.
Dude,
Like
No,
I think,
we
like,
should.
I think
I'm
like
saying
not
that.
necessarily like we don't have to only play one game per episode. You know?
No,
Like,
that's
we can play
very
like
fair.
Islanders for
And-
15 minutes.
and it
then
does
That's
once
not
we
what
get
I
our
mean,
fill-
no,
yeah.
but you're not gonna. It's not gonna be like the same level of game centric as if you're
Yeah,
playing
like a
God of War.
Sekiro
like,
or a God of
like,
War or whatever.
Like even if you did come up and ask us to do a game centric episode on Islanders, even if we did try, it still wouldn't be nearly as game centric as a God of War episode. Just
Sure,
because
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
game itself is more.
Right,
you know?
right. Sure.
So we'd play Islanders as much as we could play Islanders, and then we'd chit chat, and then it'd be like, okay, that was a game centric Islanders episode, I guess. You know?
As in like let me let me phrase it a different way.
yeah.
I don't think anything belongs on the list that we haven't featured as a centric episode
I
here
agree.
on the
On
stream.
the top 10.
I don't think
yes.
something on a
All-
next level top list
all-
can be something we haven't
hold on,
touched
hold
here.
on. So
All
like
10 games.
hold on.
No?
So like last
Okay.
year,
Yeah.
our top 10.
Yeah.
Is it easy for you to pull up?
I mean, it's easy-ish. I can just
Let me
go
see.
on our
Oh, no,
website.
I got it. I think I got it. I think will this take me there? Yes. Okay.
Jess.
So, the games that we did not play on stream that still made the list:
Yeah.
Hitman 2, which 1000% belongs there; Subnautica, which we didn't actually play, but we played a long time ago, which belongs there. Slay the Spire, which absolutely belongs there.
We
Pillars
never
of
did an
Eternity.
episode on Slay the Spire.
Pillars
So
of, like,
we
all
messed
these,
up.
like,
Right.
So
But
we
that's what I'm
messed
saying
up.
is I think
But,
that's
like,
a
so-
mess up.
That's a mess up.
But okay, but
We
like,
should
what
play
if,
them.
What if it comes to the point that is like, okay, we have to do our episode now, and then we still haven't played those games, so like suddenly
What?
they're
That-
like, we can't consider these games
No, no, no,
anymore.
no, no,
no.
I
No,
think that's
no, no,
You're
no,
right.
no.
You're right.
That's ill prepared though.
That's what I'm saying. It's ill prepared. That's why we have
But,
a
like, it
season for it.
but it's bound to happen though.
Not if we
why?
plan.
Not unless the game is like comes out really,
But
really
it's-
late.
yeah,
And
but
then
it's
even
like-
then we might have still 1
I'm
week.
telling
to
you,
do
bro.
an
Like
epi-
it's bound to happen that like something way later.
we prioritize it.
That's what I'm saying. Can we try
Okay.
not to have
let's
it happen?
say a game comes out in February,
Yeah.
but I don't get around to playing it until November,
That's fine. So
and we're doing the episode next week, and we don't have time to play it. Like it's shit like that will happen. And
Okay,
then,
so
I'm like,
then-
dude,
so
like
then-
100% this needs
Okay.
to be on the list.
so then if you know it's gonna be a game that's gonna be ending up on the list, you would have known that closer to February than November. Even,
No,
even
well,
having,
what if it just flew under my radar? What if it's a game that just flew under all of our radars
Until you
and then
played
we just,
it?
and then we find out really late? It's like, oh shit, man, this game.
But that,
Okay, then
but
we
that's
would
what
have an
our that's
episode
what
on
our awards are for.
The accolades?
Yeah,
Like,
that's kind of
the-
what the
like,
accolades are for too.
I legitimately don't think we should like put these limitations.
I
think
don't
that's
know,
a- I
man.
think that's-
I don't
we
think
need
I
a
should.
basic standard.
I think
I think the idea of having like the top of the list, like games that we have all played and have an opinion on, is great. And the bottom of the list, having games that you know like our
Maybe
personal
we convince
favorites
or whatever.
our personal
Yeah, yeah.
favorites. Like
Yeah.
I think that makes sense, but like.
How can we say
I
something
think
is a
that's
next
where we
level
stop.
list though
Well-
if it hasn't been on the show?
hold
Like
on.
to me, it feels like that's
Hold on.
odd.
Half of our
Just
list
the-
were not on the show.
Right, and I think that's kind of like
the example
I would change
you're
that.
you're bringing
I
up
don't
though
know.
is so rare and specific. Like just having that one. It's because it's not.
No,
There's
but-
never going to
no,
be
no,
2
I'm
games.
I'm just giving like one example. I'm just giving one
but that
example.
is
but,
the
but it's
example
like,
that would make this not work well. But other than that example, it works well. Is what I'm saying. So
It's
it would
just-
it would only be one
I
game.
don't
It would
know,
never
bro.
be 2 games that flew by under our radar, and it's like the episode's happening next week. You know what I mean? It's such a specific.
it just
scenario
feels like such arbitrary fences we're putting up, man.
saying that we
But
should
it's-
have played the
That it's
game
like
if
we
we
need
want
to play the game.
Or have an
I think
episode-
they're
or have an
fences.
episode
I
on
don't
it?
think they're arbitrary. I think they're actually necessary fences because then I'm in the position of trying like like Hitman definitely belongs on the list. I would have loved to. I think we made a mistake by not playing it last year and we had so much
Having
time
an
to do
episode
so.
on it? I mean, if it's such a game,
we
if
should
it's a
dedicate
game
the
that-
season, the quarter four from fall to thing to making
I
a
don't know,
concerted
bro.
effort to trying to get these
I don't know,
games
bro. And
knocked
like
out.
you know what, man? Like I will also say that the whole point of the conversation is not necessarily to. The whole point of that podcast is not necessarily to get that list, but it's to have that conversation. And it's like the games that like only I've played. Like I play a lot more games than you guys do. I play like a lot of those smaller things, and it makes a lot of sense to talk about those games. Like we shouldn't just forget about them.
No,
You know?
What-
But I want to kind of address them through the show as well because then that adds
on.
like enhances.
can
the
I
list.
say something?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying if it's a game that we enjoy and a game we're spending time with, and a game that we want to talk about, then
Let's say my number one is a game that you guys don't give a shit about,
yeah, that's fine. So here's what I'm
but
saying.
I need it to be on the list.
Yeah,
like,
I got
don't
you.
want
I
number
got
one
you.
or whatever.
I got you. Any one of us 3 that has any sort of game that we enjoy enough to bring it up, to talk about it, to have an idea that maybe it's going to end up on the list, then following that, it should be a game that you advocate to have an episode on.
Yeah,
is what I'm
I
saying.
yeah, I think so.
That's all I'm
yeah.
saying. I'm saying it's a good idea that if it's a game that's going to end up fitting on the top 10, and it's a game that you spend time with and you like, and it's one of your top, then it's a game
I don't
worth
know,
having
bro.
an episode on.
Yeah. Oh,
Why
yeah.
would you
for
not
sure.
want to have?
Okay.
So if it
But, like,
so
I'm
ends
just
up,
saying-
no, I know what you're saying. So if it so ends up that we end up like not being able to do an episode on one game because of timing, I don't think that's a big deal, and I don't think that should throw off being able to
Like,
do an
we should
episode on every other
strive.
game.
Let me
Yeah.
just like kind of like my main point that I'm trying to make
Yeah.
is we should not disqualify games.
Nobody's
no,
disqualifying
not
anything.
disqualify, but I want to add more
I'm not
integrity
saying
to the
anything about
qualification.
disqualification. Why are you getting that sense though? What about what I said is disqualifying any games though?
It's like, oh, we didn't play it on the stream, therefore we can't talk about it.
No, we can talk about all the games. I'm just saying if it's a game that you are gonna want to talk about, we should try to push to have an episode for it.
We have one episode per week,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we skip a week.
Yes.
You know, shit happens.
But though, in most of the time, I would say like 90% of the year we're
Whatever.
active,
Yeah, we skip it sometimes.
so whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we take like a nice chunk off in
Yeah.
the beginning of the year. So like let's say like 45 episodes.
Yes.
So, and we tend to play the same game like
A couple
like
of times here and there
we played like
sometimes.
Civ 6 how many times?
Yeah, maybe we
6?
don't do that again because
know?
we have other more priorities now.
But it's like we're making a pivot from making it less episode centric, and then now we're talking about we have to play the game on stream
No, it's
in
like
order to talk about a game of the year.
But we're
Like
only-
that is something like guys that's something
I see what you're saying.
That is something I 100% disagree with.
no,
hold
but that's
on,
not
hold
what
on.
I'm saying. Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Like I'm saying like we
But
should
that's
not do that.
But that's not. But we're
Yeah,
not
that's
going
not-
to that extreme. So we're only talking about the 10 games that are going to be on the list. So and it doesn't have to be all 10. It could be the top 5. Let's say, like what you were saying.
like there are
the
games
bottom
that we're
5
sure
doesn't have
belong
to be-
somewhere on the list.
The bottom
I
5
like-
don't have to have an episode, but the top 5, let's say, we say should have their own episode.
I don't
You still don't think so?
I don't think so.
So
I
you
think,
think a game-
I think what John said originally.
Yeah.
It's like, look, everyone comes with like 3 to 5 games or
Yeah.
however much. Like, guys,
Okay.
these are the games I'm going to be pushing for.
Okay.
There's like a private list that like
Okay.
doesn't go up anywhere. It's
yeah,
just for us.
just for us.
And then
Yeah.
you know, just come knowing shit about.
Okay,
this
I have
game.
a
Or
question.
play it.
I think
I
have a
that is-
question
or
for you.
play it or whatever. I think that is
Okay.
a good idea.
Okay.
But everything else that we're saying, I feel
Okay.
like we should not put these
Fine.
limitations.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
So you would be totally cool with having a game end up on the top 5, like number 3 or 4, let's say,
or
that
even 5.
we never played on or had an episode on. You would be like, that's fine.
Yes.
You,
I think
you
it's
would be
I
cool
think
with
it's totally fine. If we haven't played on stream but it's something that
that.
we have an
never played
informed
on
talk
stream
about.
and we never had an episode.
But we
that
have an
way.
informed talk about. And you
But
bro,
we have
like,
we have an
bro,
informed
bro,
talk
bro.
about when we're making the episode for the top 10. We have an informed talk about.
Yes.
Okay.
What
But
we're making
We
it-
never mentioned that game throughout the year.
I mean,
Like
well,
when it
I
came
mean,
out. Let's
bro,
say it was
think about
released
it, man.
earlier.
Like there are certain games that don't do well on stream.
Mhm.
So like Slay the Spire is a game that's like, look, dude,
That's
like,
why we
should
didn't
not
do
we
an
should not
episode.
play it.
Yeah,
But you
that's
know
why we
what,
didn't
man?
do it.
That game is
It
killer.
was still killer, yeah.
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 So it's like you
Maybe-
know, like it's
Maybe
like stuff like
that's
this.
what I'm trying to
It's
say.
like
Is
stuff
maybe
like
we
this,
should
like-
have had the episode then. Is
Well-
what I'm trying to say.
Well, actually, this backs up what you're saying because if we're trying to move, like, let me put it to you this way: not every game that, like, in this model, if we're considering it, not every game needs to have a centric episode about it, but at least it should have some presence, right?
Presence.
So Slay the Spire might do poorly on stream. I've never really played it,
In
but
the way
yeah,
we had been doing
in the
that.
way we
But
have
in
been.
a
But
new
if
way
we're
that we're doing
changing
it,
the way that
we
we're
could
doing
have
it,
the Slay of the Spire
just
in the
on
background, right?
while
And
we're doing
having
what
a-
we're doing.
Sure.
But it presented itself, and then it's like it makes more sense than when it ends up on
But-
the
but
top
like,
10 or top 5.
Again, guys, like I'm just saying, like once it comes to the talk of the conversation, whilst we're putting together the list, and
We're
like,
not
talking
going to
about it-
disqualify any games, though. We're not going to disqualify any games. Like you could bring up a game that we haven't had an episode on, and we will still consider it, and we will still do research on it, just like
Everything
John's
else.
original
Yeah, yeah.
idea. We'll apply that. I'm
I
not
just
saying
think
we're
it's
going to
more.
disqualify
I think it
anything.
increases the integrity of
We're-
of
it's
like
just-
what
it's
we
an
do
addition.
bring.
It's
to
not a
the table.
subtraction. It's an addition to.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
so what? I guess I'm having trouble understanding. Like,
I
what's
think
your
there's a little
what's
bit
your
of
end point? Like,
The
what's,
end- the
what's
end point is
what's
that-
the end goal?
Let's try to push to have the games that we suspect
Are
are
gonna be
potentially
good.
going to end up on the top 10. Like we
Mm.
have gut feelings that these games will probably end up somewhere
Throughout
on
the
the top
year,
10.
not at the end. Throughout the
to,
year,
to try to prioritize those to present.
Then in that
the-
sense,
in
then
or
the-
not
in that
present, but
sense-
just have. Yeah.
In that sense, like I totally agree because like
but that's what we're
hold
saying.
on because like very
It
it's
just sounded
hold
funny.
on.
Yeah.
No, because like
In that sense, I totally agree.
because
Oh, that was
I
good.
lost my fucking train of thought.
Sorry,
already. What was I saying?
that you agree.
You agree? Which is the most
But
important
not
part.
no, bro. I
know,
don't
I know.
entirely agree. God damn you are.
You'll remember it.
This
though.
is
You'll
how I
remember
win
it.
the argument. I win.
But
Well,
do you see how that works?
But,
Yeah.
but like that is gonna happen very naturally anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
we shouldn't. We
I
wish
want it to.
it's gonna happen naturally anyway. Like
think so.
I don't think we should kind of force ourselves to do it.
It's not
No,
forced,
no, it's
but
not
why?
forced.
But
It-
why
it will-
would we
it's gonna
exist
f-
without having this combo?
See, this is what I said. It's gonna follow. That's what I'm saying. There's a game I really enjoy. I'm investing.
Let's
time
bring
in
it to the
I'm
stream.
bringing it into the conversation, and then the next thing I'm saying following that is, "Yo, guys, let's play this on our next episode." That's what I'm saying. So if you're enjoying your time with this game, and it's going to be a game that may end up on your top 10.
Okay.
There's no reason why you shouldn't bring it up to
If
us.
the way that you guys
to
are
play.
talking about, if the way that you guys are talking about is just kind of like the philosophy I'm making the episodes moving forward, I'm cool with.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like it should not change anything about what we've been doing about the top 10.
No, but I all I want is that it has
Like the top-
that these games
like the
should
top 10
try to have a presence.
The top 10 should still be laissez-faire. I
Yes.
think the top 10 should
Okay.
still be very, very.
Okay, but do you
Open
agree
to
that we
discussion.
do the
Open to
list
discussion.
thing?
Yes.
I think that is
I
essential.
think the list. I think the list thing is a good idea. Just so
Yeah.
like at
More
least the stuff
informative.
that, at least the stuff that each of us are very passionate about, or the stuff that everyone else
Yeah,
kind of
that's-
knows about.
Yeah,
I think that
we're
makes
good.
sense.
Like I literally think the beginning of quarter 4 of the year is when we start. Like whenever
Yeah.
the quarter 4 is fiscally or whatever, that's when we like have like a due date, a deadline. Okay, Areg, I mean, here's my list of games I think are the most important for us all to play. So the discussion going in is like is good.
Okay, so that's one thing when you're saying
Or
like,
play
the
or
most,
research or whatever.
the most important games to play. Not necessarily meaning your favorite games. Like let's say like last year you said like Red Dead would be on your list. It would totally be on my list too, but it's nowhere on top of my list. You know?
Yeah, it's not on
just,
top of my
it's
list
an
either.
important game.
Yeah.
You know?
But we
So
should
I
still
think, like,
all have some experience with it.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't expect you guys to like sit there and like I give you my list or whatever and say you guys got to play Pillars of Eternity because I think that belongs on the top thing. I know naturally that it's not going to be on the top 5.
Yes.
But I also think that it might be on my list because I would say, hey, just research a little bit about it or watch like a couple episodes of a Let's Play or something so you know kind of what to get into because I actually think it does belong on the list at like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And I want it to be somewhere on there. So just do your research ahead of time. I give you like, you know, like the whole quarter to literally do. Maybe you actually want to pick it up and play it or vice versa. You say something I want to pick up and play. Like, let me put it to you this way. There was a time in our podcast history and our live stream history where it wouldn't have been feasible for us all to do something like this. But right now, God bless us, we're all working, making money, all this stuff, that at the very least, at the end of the quarter, approaching the holidays, if I give you a list of a couple games and I say at least like check them out, and if you're interested, just buy it and play it for a bit, I think that's a feasible thing, especially if we're trying to make this not only a hobbyist thing and a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
That's how I think about it. I don't want to disqualify any games.
Cool.
What I'm saying is I want to
That was-
advocate for greater qualifications
100
when they happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, think
I
we're on the
would
same
long as-
love
yeah,
if Slay the
for sure.
Spire was
Yeah.
streamed. I
Yeah.
would love if Hitman was on here. I would love that.
Kind of like the one thing that I was saying. It's like we should not disqualify
No.
any
No.
game.
Nobody
No.
was saying to disqualify
No.
anything.
I
No,
totally
but
see where
because-
you're coming
yeah,
from.
Because
yeah.
the way
It was a
you guys were talking, it's like, oh
misunderstanding.
well, if we can't play it on stream, therefore, like we're not
No.
going to talk about it in top 10.
But
No, no,
I-
no, no.
I-
we'll,
I-
talk,
that-
we'll
like-
talk about it.
Like that doesn't make sense.
No,
to
no, no,
me.
no.
And you
we'll
know what
talk
you
about
said?
it,
Yeah.
definitely. But if we have the time to try to not play
Yeah.
something
No,
dumb
for
that's
sure.
not going to
No,
end
for
up
sure.
on the list if we have games
I think
waiting
it's
to
like-
be on the list. You know?
Yeah, no, I think it's like the games that tend to be further up on the list are games that like all three, like all the stuff
Yeah,
played
yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
Like it just
That's
very
what I'm saying. It's
naturally happens.
natural
It's
anyway.
natural
Yeah.
progression.
But why go forward without having this conversation so we know?
Yeah, we're just kind of stating some obvious things too.
Yeah.
And like when you hand me your list in quarter 4, I'm sure that I'm gonna already
Have played-
expect a good
yeah.
amount of the games you're gonna be handing me. To
We
be
might
those.
overlap by quite a bit and
We're
be
gonna-
like, okay,
yeah,
well,
there's gonna be-
well.
yeah.
So we already
Like,
know, like, kind of
You're
our
gonna give me
discussion.
the list. I'm like, great. I've been playing these games like all year. Thanks. Bye. You know?
Yeah. All I want to do, like literally, the point of view, even if the details are different between us or whatever, my point of view ultimately, essentially, is that the Game of the Year list should have integrity behind it. And I always want a basic standard of that. I do not want a situation where we're like lost, where
Totally.
we have a top 3 where it's just like, how did this happen? I'm not saying it has. All I'm saying is I don't want that, and I'd like preparations in advance, so a conversation like this, where we're on
100%.
the same page, right?
100%.
I think this was good.
100%.
Yeah.
Also, thank you, Antiparticle. That's really sweet.
What did Hike say, man?
Oh, is that Hike?
Yeah.
Oh, I love you, Hike.
Antiparticle's
I love you too.
Yeah.
It's like, love you, boys. I really dig this internal view of podcast logistics.
Dude,
cool.
That's what we're all about.
Exactly it. Yeah.
And let me,
Wait. Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say like, don't play any crazy shit because.
No, I was just gonna pull up the.
I don't
chat
wanna
and
get
stuff. I wanna
pulled.
see.
Jigoku Cybernetics, dude.
Oh,
Where did you
what
see
did
that?
Donnie say? I don't know why. Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Yeah, fucking yeah. Sure, man.
I mean, I want
could go for some pizza.
Don't get me wrong, pizza's the bomb.
Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese always freaked me out as a kid.
Jikoku Cybernetics, dude.
No, what was that Jigoku Mercenary Corp or whatever Jigoku Valley in the D&D
that's
we
what I'm
were
saying.
playing? That's so funny.
You had that.
But why was that? What
Hello,
does that
Limbo.
mean?
What do you mean? You're the dean. You're the.
I don't remember,
you came
man.
up with that.
I didn't. Was it me? Did I come? Maybe I did. I don't know.
You named the map, didn't you?
Wait, is this playing?
Not the sound.
No.
Audio's off.
Okay.
Who's
nightmare.
Lambo? Hey.
All right,
What
so
up,
is it
what up?
Lambo or is it Limbo? We need to know.
Lambo?
Lambo?
Limbo, Lambo, Chimbo,
We're
Chambo.
infinite.
But yeah, dude,
Infinite.
that's how I think of the Game of the Year stuff going forward anyway.
I'm with you, man.
But
Oh,
again, it's in line with
check it
everything
out.
we're trying to do just naturally.
I
It's
picked
like a
up
part-
Ashen. I played like 10 minutes of it and I never played again.
Me too.
How was Ashen?
I
was
played
great.
several hours. Like I played a lot.
Is it okay?
It's a
I
good
liked
game.
it a lot. I just don't like the Epic Games launcher, so I just have.
Yeah,
don't
me
play
too,
it.
basically. I just
Mhm.
don't want to open the launcher. So
In
I
fact,
don't wanna play
I
their
wish
games.
I just want to uninstall the launcher.
Yeah.
And
It's
they're
so
doing
sad.
a lot of they're doing a lot of fucking shady
Borderlands
shit.
3.
Dude, this game is really good.
I never liked Borderlands, man.
I never got into
enjoyed
it, but apparently,
I
like this one's gonna be
Borderlands. I
cool.
might be into that. I like
Sacrifice?
Sacrifice so much.
I
It's
have
a
never heard of
super old
Sacrifice.
game.
I don't know.
Super old game, but it's like really innovative.
Oh yeah,
for
talking
its
about
time.
old games. I got a little converter that will be able to play like N64 games and.
Great.
That's the way to do
What
it,
about
dude.
RuneScape? We never played RuneScape.
Sure.
Hey, bro, please.
Damn, Heroes
Han,
and
we
Mirrors
tried
is
to play
dead.
Han.
Yeah.
Gwen's. Oh, Heroes of my. Yeah, that's happening right now.
Sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
funny.
wonder, is this going to be 1080? Am I? Oh yeah.
Easily.
Okay, right on.
Easily.
That's so funny.
Let us know if it's too loud.
Yeah. No, life is funky monkey, boys. Honestly,
Bro, when has it not been? Tell me that.
dude. I mean, there have been periods. I'm
There
sure.
have been periods where
Limbo
life is not
says
funky,
Dota
man.
2.
Dota 2 needs to be
Well-
on.
Just like no context.
Ta-
Sure, man. Why not?
Tanya, please take care of this person for me.
Yeah. Where's our cops? Tanya's the next level police, dude.
There will be no Dota
Woo,
talk on this
woo,
channel.
woo.
Wait, the Vex? Oh wow, man. The,
The
Vex.
Vex? What are you
Wait,
talking
go back
about?
one. Not Dessa.
What?
Go back. Oh, Vey.
Vey,
Okay, I
dude.
thought it was the Vex.
No, it's just the
dude.
name of the guy.
Okay.
Come on,
Also got
man.
something to do. Artifact, bro. Game of the year right here.
Did you see that like semi announcement or whatever about recently?
For Artifact?
Like they're basically it's this long post. What it boils down to is we're working on it.
Yeah, it's like, yo, we fucked up. We understand. But the way they said it was really interesting too. It's like this is the biggest discrepancy of what we expected and what we received. Like it's such a sober way of talking.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they're
yeah.
mind blown.
I like that. Yeah.
They're just
Dude,
saying mind
again, you gotta look at that Anthem stuff though.
I will. I definitely
It's so candid and intense,
Yeah.
and like the BioWare response
will. Mm.
was like tone deaf and off. Like it's just like so interesting. All
Yeah.
of it's so interesting.
I'll check it out.
It truly sucks too because I love that game. I want it to succeed. I actually think it's one of the coolest games I've ever played. I like it a lot.
If we're gonna just literally sit around and like this is the epi and like I'm just gonna play and you guys are gonna talk, then I'm
100
down.
Bro,
This is the good
100%.
example.
This is 100%. This is what I'm talking about.
Even not when we
100%
started
that's
talking
what I'm
about Game of the
talking
Year
about.
stuff. I mean, even before that, when we were just shooting the shit while you were playing Heroes, like that's how I imagine.
100%.
Yeah, if I could just load up like
It's like
Heroes of the
extremely
Storm
like
and,
extremely informal, extremely chill. Like we have a guest in, sure, fucking why not?
okay,
Just chill with the guest.
100.
Dude, and again, that might change like the kinds of games we play. That might change
Yeah.
like just the whole style is going to change, especially if we're on the couch and chilling.
Yes,
Like
Yeah.
we'll be less worried about what's being played. and what's not
everything
being
is
played.
good. That's what I want
I
that
sort
back
of-
from the podcast. I love that.
I sort of want to keep that raw feel, like this raw feel of
Yeah.
like just fucking, whatever. We're just having fun.
The homies.
How are you guys feeling?
Pretty good. I'm down to stop whenever. I'm
Well,
down to-
my question to you is like, what sort of like technical?
Well, can you do
mm.
one thing real quick,
Yeah.
Arik? I think this is too loud. Could you go to the menu real quick and just drop the audio?
I was gonna quit.
Oh, okay. Of course.
that works too.
Fucking yeah.
This poem.
How often do you play Heroes? I'm like of Might and Magic. Like, do you ever
Oh,
just
Oh,
like
he
load it
used to play a
I used to
ton.
play
up?
a
No, like
lot.
right now, recently. like, do you
No,
ever just
not-
load it up and was like, all right, it's time to play some
Very
Heroes?
Very
Yeah.
rarely, but I do a little bit.
You have a
It's
different
very
kind of
good game.
rotation nowadays.
Super
Yeah.
good. My rotation is Sekiro, Heroes of the Storm, and Hearthstone, I guess. Occasional Civ, occasional Northgard, like occasional.
Oh,
like,
Northgard
little-
still.
Just because it scratches like a cool itch.
Yeah.
That, like the game's very cool.
Dude, I'm excited for that Vampires the Masquerade Bloodline 2.
Oh, 2018.
I've played the
Oh,
first
look at
one
that.
and it was rather good.
Oh, lol, dude.
Oh, well,
This
you
was
have
me,
the
like,
list.
brain-
Ashen was last year.
I was brainstorming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ashen
Yeah.
was
Remember,
last
it was
year.
the one that flew under our radar.
Yeah.
That and
oh,
Kenshi.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was brainstorming.
Kenshi, bro. I don't
Dude.
understand Kenshi.
It looks
I
cool. I wish I
uninstalled-
understood
I
it.
Yeah.
uninstalled it, dude.
It looks like a
takes too
dwarf.
much.
Dude, Dwarf
Dude,
Fort.
Dwarf Fortress.
Yo,
Game
that
of the
will
year.
that will be this year.
Yeah, that's gonna be this year.
So that's a game I would say.
Okay,
dude.
so I am
Bro, like,
legitimately.
please, are you like crazy?
Bro, I don't need no rest. I'm gonna get it off my chest. I don't need no rest. I'm gonna get up and collect it.
Good, dude. Good.
Bro, stand aside. Leave it to the man to decide.
I'm in every lane like Meepo. Poof.
You like that?
I
Where's
love that.
Sean, dude?
I love that,
Where's
dude.
Sean, dude?
You should truly be taken to the back end, just like
Let's go.
flagged
Well,
or flogged.
Who's
sorry.
stopping you, dude? When I pour my drink, yeah, I don't need no ice. When I stock my prey, I don't need no ice. I put my hands on you.
That's some nasty shit,
Damn,
dude.
That's fucking dark. Right?
That's dark and twisted, bro. I don't know if you.
What?
Like,
Dude,
what do
it's
you-
my dough
poetry,
like
bro.
a bank. I came from down low. Now I'm up in the ranks. Yeah.
Yeah, you like that?
I
Are
like
you
that,
preparing
dude.
for the next fucking thing? What that game?
Oh,
the
fuck, man.
Jackbox.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so happy I
We
came in
should've played some
second place.
Jackbox.
Yeah. Danny samples, bro.
Oh yeah, play some shit. Wait, is this shit that you've made? Or?
No, it's just samples.
Oh,
It's
okay,
samples
it's
to be
samples.
used
We're not
in
gonna
the
be
making.
flagged and fucking raped, are we?
No, these are
Okay.
free available samples.
Why did it say Danny's
Because
samples?
Danny sent them to me.
Oh.
It's his samples.
No. damn.
Or samples that he had that I didn't
When are we
have
getting
that I
Danny on?
Whenever you
just-
want.
Oh, we should. We should
He
totally
doesn't
get
really
Danny
game
on.
that much, but
That's
it doesn't
okay.
matter. Yeah,
That's
it doesn't
okay.
make no difference.
That's fine.
Dude, I'm down
We'll
to
just
have him
play
on
whatever the fuck.
anytime. Yeah,
What's going on here, huh?
dude, he'd probably love it. Oh, these are your Steam screenshots, huh?
Oh, there it is.
Original
hello.
Dark Souls,
You don't
dude.
look hollow.
Oh, it's the
Far
Praise the
from
Sun
it.
guy.
It's fucking thing, dude.
Solaire, yeah.
Solaire.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
when you meet him and he's looking out into the sunlight.
Yeah.
Dude, this was one of the most beautiful moments of Dark Souls. It's like the classic moment there.
Yeah,
He's like, you don't look hollow. Far from it. You know,
Yeah.
like, dang, dog. You hit home with that.
All right, boys.
Hey, babe, we were in the middle of the stream. What's up?
That's the way.
For sure.
Yeah, dude.
Put her on speaker.
What?
Let's say hi.
Oh, no, you're good. We're streaming, though. We're about to finish.
But yeah, man.
Right on.
Oh, okay, bye.
Too bueno.
Look at that. Does that remind you of
See,
anything?
we haven't played Elite Dangerous. You know, like,
I'll
Bro,
play.
we should do elite. I have the HOTAS. We got to use the flight stick and shit.
I'm
That would be
super down
fun.
to open the.
Oh, okay. I had this idea today.
What, bro? What,
All right,
bro?
tell
What,
me,
bro?
tell me if this is possible, Emmy.
Look at that.
And I
Let me
think
hear it.
we should try to do it at some point.
Look at that.
Is a VR
That's
stream.
gorgeous. That'll be tough.
Look at that.
But hear me out. Would it be?
Look at
Because all we need is one camera in there to film
at
the
that.
guy like doing his shit. All I'm thinking
that.
is super hot and
I'm-
that's it.
I'm streaming from my computer.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, look, I drew this.
We'll need another computer.
What if I brought mine? Is it possible?
What video card do you have?
970.
My
My CPU's not the best, but the 970.
I have a
maybe.
2070.
Oh yeah, man. Bro, bring it in.
Look, I drew this.
Just imagine.
What game is this in?
This is Rust?
Yeah, this is in Rust.
You drew this
And
in
I
Rust?
drew this in Rust, and it's a Binding of Isaac Satan.
Good shit.
Lol.
This is my base. I put art in my base.
Do you still play? I see David plays
No,
every now
look,
and then.
this is a Rust picture of our group getting together to raid. It's all players. We're all like geared up. And
What if
we're
we
like,
play Rust?
Please.
Would that be a game to show?
Bro, that's a game in the
I mean,
for background for
have
show.
you ever played Rust?
No.
I mean, you and I could
I would hate
dominate
Rust.
a server together.
Okay,
Like we would be the capitans.
I'm down. Did you ever play DayZ? What'd you think
no,
of the
but
DayZ or
Rust
Rust?
is
dude?
just literally the superior.
Okay.
Rust is like everything that made Fortnite cool, everything that like made all these games that are trying to have like building and
Okay,
shooting.
Let
and,
me tell you
like,
something, dude.
free world
Fortnite
like
is not
is not cool.
No, I mean no. I'm saying what
Dude, when
people-
is Five Night?
I'm not saying Fortnite's cool, but I'm saying the things that people said about it that's cool. Like the fact that your building is cool. Well,
Sure.
I mean the Rust did it so much better.
Sure.
And it's been out for
Sure.
so much longer.
Dude, Minecraft I'd see in the background. Fucking, there's so
Oh,
many games,
fucking
bro.
for sure Minecraft.
There's so many games.
Fucking for sure Minecraft.
When we remove the need
Or
to
fucking-
play-
or fucking this, dude, why
Skyrim,
not?
yeah, dude, any
remember
of these
this?
games.
It's been a while.
Wow, bro, this screenshot looks so funny.
Yeah, you like that?
It looks
They're
so funny.
all looking at the person speaking.
But it's really funny because like it looks jank in its own way, but also nice in its own way. You know,
Yeah,
like
that's
I
how
don't know.
Skyrim looked in total.
Oh,
I
love
never
it.
You
got
like
into
this castle I
Terraria.
made in
Oh,
Terraria?
I mean, Terraria is just one of the best games I've ever played. Period.
Look at this massive castle. Oh, well, I didn't make it alone. You know, actually, me, David, and Anna and Amp made this together.
Nice castle, dude.
Oh
Wow.
shit, dude. What is this?
XCOM.
XCOM, dude.
Oh man.
My custom team: Bulma, Goku, Piccolo, Krillin, Vegeta, and Android 18. Look at how I designed them to look like those
That's
guys.
so funny,
That's
dude.
very funny.
Yeah, dude. Good work.
For XCOM,
Thanks,
one of
bro.
my
TeamSpeak,
one of
you
the
ever
first
use it?
characters I made was Sean, and he got murdered immediately.
That's good.
That's funny.
Mizuchi, dude.
All right, guys.
Hakai.
Yeah, let's
Party time.
call it a day.
Oh, bro.
Hakai from
Good
Palace
work.
Nizuma.
Good work. You.
I was thinking about it yesterday,
Look
dude.
at
I'm
this.
like, is summer of the day? Is
Look at
summer
how
of the
much.
time?
Look at how much stuff I've written about it, dude. Do you know how many notes I've taken? Do you know how like far ahead I've thought of like how to progress and develop the character? And
We're talking about
drop that
D&D.
shit?
Sure.
Yeah. What a man. Life
Unbelievable.
gets busy, dude.
No, I don't believe that.
D&D, dude. I've made two D&D characters. One was Grimrock the Bold.
I
But what
remember
happened to the
him.
letter to the grandfather?
And then
dude?
one
remember
was
that?
Archangel.
What happened to that? Do you remember that? I was like, that needs to be delivered. This, that, something, something. It's all forgotten.
That's how
Who
life
cares?
goes, man.
Good job, dude. That's all I.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go cut the stream.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's time, dude. It's time. This was fun though,
Very fun.
This was great, yeah.
and necessary.
Bye, everyone.
Ciao. Guten Tag. Guten Nacht. Ultra instinct. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's it. That's the moment. That's the moment. That's the moment. Yeah, that's it right there. Ultra instinct. Everybody discover ultra instinct.
Oh man.
Look, John. I have a message for you.
This hard drive should be burned.
Yeah, right? Because it has so much wicked shit on it.
But I remember your folders within folders within folders and things.
Yeah?
If someone was to look at this, like computer, like a year,
Oh yeah.
they would understand your mind.
It would take them at least a year to explore that.